So I just restarted the stream. Oh, there we go. It finally worked. I don't know what the frick was
Turn it
going
off
on.
and turn it back on.
I don't understand what was going on
We could have
there.
had this sorted 5 minutes ago.
It works. Yay! Hello, everyone. Hi, Azure.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for letting me know that Twitch was dead on my end. Thank you.
Although, my pop-out's broken, so I'm gonna have to re-pop out chat. Hooray. Not that that's hard or anything, but...
Yeah, hi Azure, hello. And hi Adam and Sushi, if you're still here.
That was kind of gauche of me.
Hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, thank you Azure for letting me know of the curse that attacks my streams every time.
That's what I actually wanted.
But see, Azure, Ralph is the forgotten game. So we don't have to rebrand. Because it's still 3 nerds.
Used to be fixed too. I can't believe we're being punished because Anya sucks at streaming. Oh my god, I can't even say the words.
You okay there, Lulu?
No.
No, we all appear to have some form of cough and/or sniffles.
Not me. I'm doing fine.
I'm still good.
Yeah, well, you say that now.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx myself though.
Infection.
What are you gonna do? Infect me?
Yes.
Hi,
we
David.
Have people over the internet before.
Hope you're doing well, David.
Do not think it can't be done.
Oh, shush, she's gonna scare him away at this point.
If we haven't scared him away yet...
good point.
Wow, it's actually showing us gameplay right now. I can't believe them.
What, the,
Yeah, this is gameplay.
like, demo reel kind of deal?
Yeah. Wow, it's giving me some tips.
It looks pretty good.
It's giving me some tips on how to play this game.
And it's stunning, like, 140p or whatever this screen shares at.
Yeah.
I
pretty bad.
It's like,
I love how there's a best player screen. How is there a best player screen? I'm the only player.
It shows how little you play older games.
No, but I'm saying, I'm just saying
stuff like that because they always have
They always have the high scores.
Games that have rankings in and stuff like that.
No, I know that because I play a lot of arcade games and whatnot. But like, that only makes sense if there's been other people to play the game. There hasn't been other people to play this game.
Well,
it's an emulated game.
The creators have placeholder high scores.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's usually the developers and stuff like that. Yeah.
I see. Makes sense. Hey, how was your New Year's?
And they're always made up, of course.
Like Streets of Rage and stuff like that that happened. So, and nobody else was playing it but me. So it's like yeah.
My New Year's was very drunken.
Yeah. My New Year's was pretty uneventful, actually. Except I had some really tasty Italian food, but that's it.
I didn't really do much either, so...
I was with a couple of friends. It was a pretty quiet time overall. We played Betrayal at House on the Hill. That's always a good time.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Unless you get the house collapse. I have never seen the survivors win that one.
Well,
ever.
Personally, I find that a lot. Like, in a lot of times, once the haunt begins, You can already kind of tell who's gonna win.
Hi,
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Naz. Hello,
I have
welcome.
never seen the Betrayer lose that particular haunt. It's just like their ability to just like completely, cut you off, and then oh well, y'all lose. Like strategic destruction of important rooms and paths.
I get it, shit.
Yeah,
ended
hi,
up with
Naz.
the,
How are you doing?
Hello. We ended up with the portrait haunt this time, and it actually was a lot of fun. Oh man, imagine being able to read the chat.
I know, right?
Guess I'll have to Ralph it.
You can always pop out stream chat.
I do know that.
I just wish I could set the window to always be on top. I mean, I have enough real estate with my setup to keep it out of the way, but...
Yeah, speaking of having enough real estate, I should connect my second television screen, so... my second monitor, as they are usually called.
Yeah, those help.
What were we talking about earlier? I feel like we were talking about something and then all the crazy stream stuff happened. And now I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was talking about how fast this text goes.
The text that the people currently watching the stream can't see.
I know, but like...
Oh,
So
and I
you guys
thought
are just gonna
the
have to
conversation
imagine
we
it.
were having that before that, but
Yeah. I'm just saying, I feel like this goes by so fast that even if you did know Japanese, you would probably be like, what? This is going by too fast.
Look,
I
Look,
don't
chat.
think that's the case.
she's making it out like this is the Matrix, but Japanese characters. It's really just scrolling text.
No, it's
I
not.
At like a relatively normal pace.
No, it is not.
yeah.
I feel like if I was reading, I would have trouble reading this.
Admittedly, the text cuts away a little fast, but I cannot imagine someone who is like a native Japanese speaker would have much trouble parsing this.
definitely not.
Oh no, Nez! No! Wait,
Nez,
you have a
no.
bunk bed? That's pretty rad.
Two-story beds don't need to be bunk beds, though.
Oh, that's true.
That's like actually, I had a friend who specifically got a like a bed. It would be a bunk bed, but there's no bottom bunk, so that they could have like their couch and stuff under it.
Yeah, a two-story bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have room because they are poor and live in a tiny apartment.
That's pretty awesome, though, to have it like that. It's like a little cubby hole.
Yeah, except like their ceiling was low enough that like they'd bump their head getting up.
Oh no, David, there's no trouble. I'm just not showing the gameplay just yet. I'm just having it run in the background as like background noise. I'm not even looking at the screen right now because it's giving spoilers.
Ah yes, the spoilers of this character beating up bats.
You know?
Yeah.
But we are going to
Makes sense, Naz. You should, It would be pretty cool to have, like, a little cubby hole underneath there, though. Also, David, we will show the game, just not yet. I'm just running it right now. In the pre-show that's going on right now.
You know, see, actually, we're trying a new format where we don't actually show the game, we just describe it. And leave it up to the audience's theater of the mind to imagine the glorious game that we must be experiencing without them.
I mean, this is a podcast, and a podcast is not traditionally a visual medium.
Yeah. Well, because originally this was just a podcast. Like, when I first started this podcast, it was for a podcasting class. And I did with one of my classmates, and it was audio only, with only being able to, like, hear the game in the background and whatnot. But then once I moved it to Twitch, I decided to show it too, since it is a visual medium.
I mean, it's not like it's without precedent. There have been other podcasts that had visual components.
Yeah. Also, actually, I'll wait till this thing appears actually on stream before I say anything. I was about to say something about how this looks, and then I'm like, wait, no one can actually see it besides us.
So what I want you to imagine is that there's a sword and a naked child, and the child is staring at the sword, and the sword is levitating and glowy, by the way.
Well, the sword is telling him how to rescue his mother, who he has an Oedipus complex for, from the naked perverts who kidnapped her. She's probably actually supposed to be his girlfriend, knowing these kinds of stories.
Yeah.
As the game's namesake, I'm not sure if I feel comfortable with that.
No, but you see that, like,
Ralph,
he's,
you're
like,
going
big.
to love our fan dub.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's like big at the start. Did you see that, Ralph? At the start of the game, he's like a big Ralph. But then he gets hit by that fire, and for some reason the fire like turns him into baby Ralph, and that's why.
I love how you are like hiding the gameplay currently from our viewers in fear of spoilers, and then describe everything.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's okay. It's all a thing where we can't hear the sound on the
Yeah, if we can't hear the sound, they can't see the video.
Yeah, they can't see the
Everyone gets
gameplay.
handicapped.
Also, see you later,
No evil, hear
Naz.
no evil.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Naz, for joining us, and we loved the little bed talk. It's cool. See
This
you
is
later.
just us being fair.
Also, is he just Mario? I mean, maybe. That depends on if he becomes a big boy, if you eat, like, something. I'm just saying it as it is. This is, oh my gosh, this is basically Detective Conan. Does anyone know that show?
No, I have never heard of Detective Conan, Anya. Please elaborate.
Yeah, it's not like we talked about it for like a half an hour on a previous episode or anything.
Oh, we did!
Yeah,
I totally,
oh,
I actually
close.
forgot about that. I actually forgot that we had a whole stream talking about what Detective Conan is.
Yes, you forget a lot of things.
It's one of my favorite shows, okay? Even though it's kind of cursed.
We noticed.
But also in that show, we have a guy who's like, at like 16 who gets turned into a 6-year-old. This is probably like a similar story, you know? He's like this big man.
I just figured that guy was a reject from Ghosts and Goblins who like couldn't quite get Arthur to be a baby and had to settle for being a toddler instead. And they were like, "Whoa, dude, that's like some weak time magic. You're not allowed in our club anymore."
What I'm disappointed
So
of
it's like,
is the
well,
fact
great.
that this guy is naked, but he has like nothing there.
Actually, that is a good question. What happens to his clothes? He did, like there wasn't like a big pile of clothes or something. He's just like, poof, nope.
Oh, you're talking about
Maybe
Ralph.
look at
I was talking about the demon guy. I was
Yes,
like, why
I'm
is there
currently
nothing
wearing
there?
No clothes.
No,
I'm talking about Ralph in game. Ralph in games.
Yeah, that's
Serious
Take a
conversation.
while.
and I love. Yeah.
Oh, we're back at the sword again, guys.
Yeah.
The floaty sword. Now we're at the title screen. There are 3 options in the title screen. We have game start, data note, and option.
I don't know what the heck
And
data note
the
means.
adventures of little Ralph up above.
I was surprised to see that there's actually a thing on Twitch for this game. Like, I was expecting there not to be one for this game, and yet it was there to choose as, like, the category. I was surprised.
Classics.
How often has it been that like a forgotten game that you were streaming did not have an entry in the old
It's
Twitch
happened a couple
database?
times. It's happened a couple times. But it has to be, like, I guess, really out there.
Did Mr. Blobby have a game entry?
Yeah.
God, Mr. Blobby. Yeah, Twitch is basically the all-seeing eye of Sauron. They
No,
are
there's a
Amazon,
couple.
they
There
know
is a
everything.
couple games out there that I could not find. But it has to be really
Yes,
out there.
and there were a few nooks and crannies which the hobbits could hide from Sauron in.
That is true. You have a point.
My analogy stands.
Absolutely right. Anyways, should we get started?
Alright, let's. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
history. History.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's what getting started means. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm with it, I'm with it. Don't worry.
Anyway, this game, The Adventure of Little Ralph, is 1999 game, so about as old as Little Shenania. It focuses on, obviously, a kid, a guy called Ralph, who is at first a man, and he gets turned into a child to save a damsel in distress, which is actually his girlfriend, so you were correct about that one. By a demon called Valgo.
Valgo!
Yes.
Can we just call him Verst again?
Unfortunately- No. It was published and developed by a company called New Corporation, which, unfortunately, due to the name, I couldn't really find out much about. So this is going to be from the Wikipedia page. So they came out of an arcade game center community in Kashiwazaki, Niigata, Japan. Another game they released was Boxers Road, which was a boxing game, if you didn't already get that from the title.
I thought it was about the dog. The
Yeah,
dog fight.
in 95. The PlayStation wasn't actually the original console platform it's supposed to come out for, because the development for it actually began in 91. It took 8 years to come out. It was originally developed for the Sharp X68000 home computer before moving to the PlayStation, so that took quite a few years for it to actually be released. Unfortunately, this game, because of how long it took to release, it was stuck in the middle ground of where platformers were starting to not become so popular anymore. Until it probably would have done better if it had been released after like the mid 2000s, when the whole retro scene of platformers came back into view. other games at the time, like School Monkeys and Castlevania Symphony of the Night, had relatively low sales as well.
I love how you put in School Monkeys and Castlevania of the Night, as if those two games are completely equal and equally
They
well
are
known.
not.
Which is a shame, because, like, you think about it, Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a, like, classic.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the time, people were like, no, give us more shitty 3D. Because
Exactly.
the 3D of the time was shit.
Well, that was what the PlayStation was more well known with quotation marks, is that bringing the 3D into like the limelight kind of stuff, and then you really kind of going backwards with the 2D games, and that's really what people didn't want at the time, which I still think is ridiculous. I quite frankly didn't like the graphics of the PlayStation at the time because I thought it was ugly. I did not like it.
I don't think 3D became decent to look at until the PlayStation 2.
No, not at all. It's ugh.
There's a few. I think there's a few good ones on the PlayStation 1, but I do agree that either the best games on the PlayStation 1 either look completely 2D, or like the kind of 2D, the kind of 3D where they have pre-rendered backgrounds with 3D characters on top of it.
Yes, exactly. Completely 3D just didn't look good at all. And they tried so much with that. But
I don't know what you're talking about. Bubsy is a triumph of graphical achievement, as we saw. No other game's graphics could elicit such a physical response.
That
from
is
the
true.
people watching it.
That is true. You have a point there. You definitely have a
Yeah.
point. It is pretty extreme.
I was
But
actually nauseous.
yeah. What's really interesting to me now though is, you know, after the PlayStation like era is now over and whatnot, we find like groups like Puppet Combo who are kind of taking that old not so great look from like both
working with
from
it.
and kind of working with it to try and use it from a horror standpoint, you know? And I just find that
Yeah, we've
really
had-
interesting.
Yeah, we've had like this period where every single indie game developer were creating like these faux 8/16-bit games, including stuff like Shovel Knight, of course. And now we've moved on to an era later, and now everyone's into like faux 64-bit 3D games.
Yeah. And I think a big reason, like one of the bigs in like pushing for that was Puppet Combo. Like I feel like I didn't see a lot of like games trying to attempt to look like PlayStation 1 games until after Puppet Combo started doing it. It's kind of, I guess, another one of those things of, oh, now that's the new cool thing to do. Let's all do it. But, like, I still remember Puppet Combo came out with this one game not too long ago that was based off the creepypasta about the Backrooms. Like, the idea that you can accidentally fall into this kind of, like, pocket dimension where it's just, like, a whole area of just office space that goes on for, like, ages. Like, forever. Kind of like the endless IKEA, but instead of IKEA, it's offices and whatnot. And the style that they had that game in was exactly like Hell Knight. Like, exactly. As I was watching it, I'm like, they based this game off of Hell Knight. It's exactly like Hell Knight. I was shocked at how much like Hell Knight that game was. Because it literally was, again, about, like, you're in this environment that's a maze, a giant maze, and that's the only part of it that's 3D. And then when you walk to certain places, a 2D sprite of something will pop up and talk to you out of nowhere. Which is exactly the format of Hell Knight. Exactly to a T. And I remember when I saw that game and I played it, I was like... And it was recently after the podcast episode when we played Hell Knight 2. And so I was like feeling really weird. I was like, we just played this and now Puppet Combo is using it. I feel very strange.
So what was that about the Adventures of Little Ralph again?
Oh yeah, we got really off topic.
Yeah.
What's Hell Knight?
Oh, Hell Knight. Oh, this was from old. This is like old. This was before it was even 3 nerds. This was still 2 nerds when Forgotten Game when we played this. And so it was me and Lulu, we were playing Hell Knight, which is this old Atlas horror game for the PlayStation, where you basically, you play as this guy who meets this girl for the first time on this train, and then like it crashes and whatnot because this crazy thing happens, and you both end up running into, well, because there's like a monster that attacks the train basically, and you both run into this underground area, and it turns out that underneath Tokyo there's an entire like underground civilization, and so now you're like in this underground civilization, which is like a giant maze, and there's this creature that's still chasing after you, and basically you have to like go around, explore this weird underbelly city, and your ending is determined by whichever your secondary character is. Basically, if one of, like, you start off the game with the girl character, but if she dies, she gets replaced by another party member. And depending on which party member you have in your group, because there's several different ones you can have, then that determines like what ending you get at the end of the story, basically. It's kind of interesting. Lulu didn't like it though.
Yeah, but like, because the way you were describing it, the idea of a 3D environment with 2D sprites popping up, it doesn't sound especially unique for a game like that either. Like, that's Ultima Underworld, for example.
I've never played that, so I wouldn't know. The only time I've ever seen that happen was with Hell Knight, but then again, I haven't played a lot of PlayStation 1 games, to be fair.
Well, Ultima Underworld was DOS. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, I haven't played a lot of DOS games either. So that comes with me not being a Windows person.
Yes, but hey, what video game were we playing again? This little Hell Knight. I was legitimately curious, but that took a bit longer than I expected.
Yeah. Maybe I should bring back Hell Knight for another episode.
Well,
be like a look back at Hell Knight.
Entirely pieced out because we have the hijacked her segment.
Yeah. Lulu, were you done with the history, or was there some other stuff?
No, I'm done now.
Are you sure? I feel really bad if we cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, done.
Too late now.
No!
Done.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Lulu's going to be passively aggressively mad at us for the rest of the stream.
Because she I told you
probably
she
just
hates
another hour.
I told you she hates that game. She absolutely hates it.
I'm thinking it's less that game and more the sort of like what was a little interjection became a half an hour hijack.
We really
As it
derailed.
always does.
We really derailed
When
on that.
I do this stuff.
I'm so sorry,
Always
Lulu. I'll
happens.
shut up. I'll shut up.
No, just play the damn game.
Lulu, we're sorry.
Just play the game.
And yet you keep doing it.
Look, I was actually I was going to say, how was I supposed to know that asking for a bit of elaboration of the game she keeps name dropping was going to end up in a 15-minute explanation? But I should have seen that coming.
Oh,
Ralph, this
we
is
were already
Anya.
too far gone by that point too.
This is Anya.
I know.
Ralph, you know this.
I have many regrets.
Okay, let me...
Well, you're doing it wrong then. Regret nothing.
Okay. We're gonna put the game on screen finally so that people can actually see what's going on. Yay! Yay! No, I didn't mean to! Stop.
No, you didn't mean to show us the game.
No! No, it was starting from where I stopped it last and was showing spoilers. That's the problem.
Spoilers.
Spoilers
In
of the
Japanese.
intro cutscene.
Yeah, we're
The
finally
intro
doing
cutscene that
this.
we have explained in vivid detail by now.
Okay, so we actually now have the game visible on stream.
Yep. I keep thinking that says Mew, even though it says new.
Darkness covers the land. The pervert armies roam unopposed.
Oh no.
There is no hope. But one man seeks to stand against them. That man is Big Ralph.
Oh, I left my oven on! No, you couldn't, Dad! Where's my cake?
Yes, flee from my pervert army!
Never! I am Ralph, and with the size of both my actual
Show us your feet, sir! Haha, you have nothing.
you are but a shorty.
Take this!
Ah!
You are a little child now!
My leg!
Yes, come with us. What?
Get away!
Wait, why are you taller than me now?
Ah, you have no power over my pervertness. Ah, yes, come with me.
Oh,
That
Ralph,
gut punch was a bit rude! Ow!
Yes, she has perfect hands. She will draw the best hentai for us.
No! I was going to commission her!
Ralph! I'm a sword! I'm a sword! I'm a sword! I'm a sword! I'm a sword!
Do I get to, like, use you or something? Oh my god, that was terrible.
To be fair, we have never done this before.
That is very true.
No, that was
We got to
great. No, that was
got to-
incredible. That was
We got
good.
to see the cutscenes so
I know.
many times. You'd think we'd be better at this.
No, that was great.
You're close now, Ralph.
Okay.
Go forward. Save us.
Wait, has the actual gameplay started?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm playing right now.
Oh no! How you doing, little boy? Wanna ride on my piggy?
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
No!
It's the sweetest little hog you've ever seen.
I'm not into this concept of a pervert army.
Okay, so basically what I was saying earlier is that this game kind of looks like, oh shoot,
Ooh.
I'm dead. This is already not good. This game
You are
kind of
head of this chair too.
there we go. So, this game, like, the style of how the environment looks, kind of reminds me of, oh, what was that one game? Where, you play as this guy who meets this homunculus, and he has to, like, travel through time to stop his own death.
Shadow of Destiny.
Yeah, this kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
No?
Shadow of Destiny is 3D.
Yeah, but this, I mean, like, not in the sense that the environment looks the same. I'm saying, like, in terms of...
You mean just the generic German medieval town aesthetic?
I guess, yeah. Am I the only one who sees that?
I mean, I do see where you're getting from, but
In that they're both generic, like, German towns.
Yes, personally, my first thought wouldn't be this looks just like Shadow of Destiny simply because it's a pretty generic style. Like you could say this looks like Full Metal Alchemist in the same way, and you wouldn't.
No,
be
it doesn't. It
This
looks more like
just
Shadow
like-
Hearts.
This looks just like Wolfenstein 3D.
No, that is.
No. Sorry, Barry. Holy shit, that fan looks just like Half-Life.
I can't believe I died again. I
Well,
suck.
that grasshopper looks just like that guy from A Bug's Life.
Is this going to be our go-to joke for the rest of the stream? Is this how we're going to BMI now for 3 full hours?
Give it 15 minutes.
Oh no, I will run this joke into the ground.
It'll get old eventually.
Yes,
Alright.
but I am known to use a joke way past its expiration. Oh shit, dialogue. Parish perverts.
Oh yeah, you look like you have some nice feet there. Take off your shoes.
Not without subscribing to my OnlyFans, you don't. I regret saying that. Oh shit, the Waterworks Bureau. That was English text.
I know, like, there's some times where there's English text and sometimes where it's not, and it's kind of interesting.
Forging deep into the Waterworks Bureau, our young hero Ralph wondered just what sick, twisted perversion he would be subjected to next.
Why are there torture apparatuses in the Waterworks Bureau?
Oh!
That's not the voice that I'm going to... Oh shit! Little Ralph is
Wait!
fucking dead.
What?
Oh my
pressed
god,
the
that
wrong
went so
button.
quickly.
No, I don't
think
understand.
I pressed the button.
I don't think I
I
pressed.
pressed the button.
I
If
think
you'll
I.
let me talk for.
Never gonna happen, Ralph.
Ralph, only you can defeat the dirty perverts.
Ralph, please go ahead.
Perfectly formed
I
feet.
think you accidentally pressed the button that was going to make you skip through the continue menu instead
Yeah.
of the one that lets you continue.
Yeah, I think so too.
You still got further than I expected, so congratulations.
Yeah, we didn't expect you to get past the first level.
Yeah.
I mean, did I really though?
Then again, what difficulty did you put this on?
I don't know if there's other difficulties.
Yeah, there's easy and normal, and in a lot of Japanese conventions, if you pick the easy one, you get part of the story cut off.
Really?
Well, it happened in Streets of Rage 3.
It
At
also
least
happens
conventions
in-
of the day.
Basically,
it also happens in the, sorry. Go ahead.
basically, if I think like you get like 3 levels or something like cut off from the end, and also you don't get the actual boss.
What
What
the
you think,
fuck
What?
was that?
I think Anya just got killed by the grudge.
But now I'm messing up at some really weird parts.
Anyway, back to that whole easy mode discussion. The first game that I've ever experienced that with was, out of all things, Disney's Hercules.
Oh yeah.
Who did that? Because that game was made by bastards.
Yeah, it was.
What do I do now? I'm kind of stuck here. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
I'm glad you figured it out for yourself. Also, does fucking little Ralph have like Nappy floating around him?
I'm actually not sure what that's meant to be.
Well, it's gone now.
I think that's like a life counter.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm.
I can't believe little Ralph is like using fairy energy to sustain his life.
It's his little, like, purity bubble. When the perverts hit him, it vanishes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
No, you go first, Lulu.
No, you first.
No, you go first.
Just go. My God, just
No, you
say
hang
what
up.
you're gonna say.
I don't even remember what I was gonna
Jesus.
say.
Motherfucker. Okay. But yeah, anyway, I was looking at like the little Ralph in this, and then I was like thinking about like when we played like Project J and like how similar they kind of look.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Like,
that
they
too.
seem
Are
to have
they?
the same designs for Ralph? Like, are they all the same Ralph?
Yeah, is this the same Ralph?
I do rather like these graphics, though.
It does
Very
look really
It reminds me of
nice.
Shadow of Destiny.
Even
Yeah,
in
it does. I'm
even
glad
with
you
the Half-Life
agree.
fans, yeah.
But yeah, Lulu, you've cracked the code. I'm actually every 12-year-old brown-haired anime boy that ever existed.
Yeah,
Well.
clearly.
You know, Ralph, I've been kind of like, you know, putting off working on the Game Jam stuff a bit, but I think you might have just given me an idea.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That is legitimately the worst possible thing you could have ever said to me. And I'm very afraid as to what this
The
might
Adventures
entail.
of Ralphius.
Oh no! Don't forget to stick to the theme though.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be a really little town with a really...
Oh no!
I keep doing the same thing here.
Oh yeah, can we still ban Barry or is that not be ethically appropriate?
Too late now.
Oh,
Barry
God.
is too integrated.
Too powerful.
Very excited excited about the game jam though, because I expected most people to use RPG Maker, but I don't think Mark is doing RPG Maker, and I don't think Shelly and Brandon are doing RPG Maker.
Yeah, I was
So-
expecting them to, but
Yeah, like that's the easiest way, but they're more
Yeah.
ambitious than I thought in that aspect.
How did I
would
do
If
that?
I already knew how to code, but I'm probably going to wind up defaulting to it.
Yeah, like
wait, why do I have fire now?
you probably picked up some sort of power up.
It's because you've made Ralph extra hot.
Oh no!
Why do I agree to join this podcast when all I get is this?
Because you love
At
us.
least, at least Anya's having fun.
Yeah. This is.
She shouldn't be.
Somehow.
Somehow.
Shouldn't be. This is meant to be hard.
This
We've
game
made a
is.
mistake.
This game is legitimately kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Also, these levels are actually
She
like.
does that now.
These levels are weirdly intricate. Like, I've noticed that there's like a lot of different paths you can take through a level.
Yeah, the elevator kept going up.
Yeah, so I think that's really interesting that there's like multiple ways you can beat the level. It kind of has like, I guess that's kind of a very Sonic vibe to it.
Ah,
Her
yes.
thought activated.
How do I?
You jump at the moment they change paths so that the platform moves to you instead of away from you.
No, it seemed to just be doing it the same each and every time, which was kind of weird.
That's what I'm saying. You know when the platform starts going the other direction. So if you jump at the moment they start turning the other way, the other platform also goes to you as you go to it. Maybe you should play a Mario game sometime, Anya.
I have played Mario games. What are you talking about?
Well, you're not very good at platforming, that's what I'm talking about.
Ooh,
Big oof.
savage.
That's savage. I forgot my buttons for a
Just got
second.
roasted. Destroyed by Ralph.
Also, I'm very sad that we didn't get to do an introduction, because before we revealed the game, I was going to make this whole bit about how I am a bigger Ralph in the same way that Star Wars has a bigger Luke. And it would be really funny, and now I didn't get to do it. But you know what?
Sorry.
Your silence says enough.
I haven't seen the new Star Wars yet.
You guys don't know bigger Luke?
Apparently not.
Okay. So I'm going to share this with you because I think it's funny. There's this theory that in the original trilogy there are actually two Luke Skywalkers. A
of
regular
course.
Luke and a bigger Luke. And the way you can differentiate them is by using Harrison Ford's length as a constant. Sometimes Luke is shorter than Harrison Ford, and sometimes he's taller than Harrison Ford. This isn't because Mark Hamill had a growth spurt during the recording, no. It's because bigger Luke exists.
No, it's because of camera angles. That's why the hobbits are so short in Lord of the Rings.
No, it's bigger Luke.
I love how that's like
Oh,
the
you know,
dealio.
Stimpables.
I am sucking so bad for some reason.
I've got another pro tip for
For
you.
some reason.
Do not run headfirst into enemies. That tends to hurt you.
Wow, thank you for the pro
Thank you, Bob.
tips.
So-
Anya, I have a tip for you, right? Reduce the enemy's health to 0 before they reduce your health to 0.
Thank you for the great tips, you guys.
Yeah.
I would have never
And I'd like
guessed.
to give you some advice from the great Anya the Nerd that this game's game.
Wow, this game is a game!
See, this is what I'm talking about.
And I've explained it to you twice how to do it.
I don't get it.
Well, I'm not going to explain it again.
I don't
Right,
understand.
you jump for it when it's at the far right.
Oh, when it's like coming back? Oh.
Right when it starts to come back, that's when you jump. Well, you jump. You don't drop. Jump.
Oh boy. I think I need to start using save states.
That was gruesome.
I know, like the deaths in this game are weirdly like kind of graphic for the time.
No, yeah.
They're oddly perverted.
No! No!
Yeah, Barry, I'm sure that seeing little Ralph get impaled for spikes really gets you going.
Oh. Well, maybe
Well, I
not
don't hear
that kind of
the
impalement, but we're on the right track here. We're moving in the right direction.
I can make such an awful pun, and I'm
Do it.
expressing them. Yes, thank you, Lulu.
Do it.
No, you already said it for me. Now I don't have to do it.
Oh, okay.
No, I
I
missed it. What
tricked
was
you.
it? I missed it. What was it?
Well, that's too bad.
Oh, that's
Too late.
too bad.
I am pure and innocent. You will never hear a sinful word come out of my mouth.
That is untrue.
It is true precisely because he will donate to Lulu to get her to say it instead.
That is also true.
To be fair, everyone at the time agreed that it was really funny.
It was.
Never again.
At least until
Never
someone will
happened.
donate civilizations.
No. Nope.
Oh, who's this guy?
Are people just being quiet?
The dialogue goes to
Oh, little boy, you have the best feet. I don't know why I'm so hung up on
do not
feet.
assault me with your giant balls.
Oh, my balls are the biggest. You will learn to appreciate them.
It is true that you have very impressive balls, but they are no match for my sword.
Oh no!
It's not a
His
euphemism.
sword was too hard.
Totally useless.
You blew me up. You blew me out entirely. I'm all exhausted now. I'm going to go take a nap.
I'm leaving. God, this is why I never should do actual offense. That was... God, I'm so bad at this.
You say it every time.
And I will continue to say it every single time.
But you'll keep coming back.
Yep. Every single time.
Be that as it may, I don't actually have anything clever to say. Yeah.
What the fuck are those green things?
I don't know.
Tiny green things.
I have no idea
They
what
are
those green
little
things.
Yeah, there's a definite delay.
Yeah, it's like Anya gasps, and she's still fine on my screen.
Yeah, for like a moment.
Yeah.
Well, looks like Ralphing isn't going to save us today.
Nope.
And I should really keep this aqueduct in better condition.
Seriously.
You okay there, Anya? You doing all right?
Are you going into despair yet?
Well, there it is.
We're the little slime babies!
Why do I suck?
That's
Oh.
that's what we've all been.
That's
wondering.
exactly what the perv army wants.
Why do I keep pressing the wrong button?
Also a good question.
How could this happen to me?
No.
Thank you thank you for the always applicable Ralph command, Azure.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. It told me to go down here. Look, it tells you to go down this way, and then there's nothing there.
So you're going to just show it again and die again.
So it's like Dark Souls. Sometimes the whispers lie. Or the messages. Whatever.
To me, the most important message.
Oh, whoa! Look, I have a little friend. I have a little friend.
What
Look.
was that, Ralph?
Never mind.
Were you just telling us to try finger butthole?
No, not those. Not those. The ones that go like hang in there, skeleton. But clearly, your tastes lie elsewhere.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what?
For cutting you off again.
No, it's fine.
It's fine, we're used to you doing it every 10 seconds.
I'm sorry.
It's basically a theme.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I cut through everyone as well, so I have no right to judge. Never on purpose, though. I would like to make.
Did you see that?
What if we want you to cut through us on purpose?
He almost died. Our little friend. No!
Well,
Now we
And
both
now we're back at
died.
the start. Oh no, no. This game's pretty forgiving when it comes to dying.
see, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, you know, charge forward and jump off of that.
Yeah, you're supposed to jump off the crumbling block there.
Yeah,
There you
like
go.
that.
It's just like Mega Man X.
No!
How many bosses have we done so far, by the way? How far
One.
is it?
The one with the big balls.
Yeah, Big Ball Boy.
We're not going to get to the one that is quite interesting and changes the gameplay up.
We fought Mr. ACDC.
This is impossible.
No, you were actually doing. I was actually kind of impressed by how well you were doing.
Oh my god.
Because that does not look easy. Also, someone really needs to, you know, fix up that aqueduct. Aqueducts are important.
Yeah. Pop cultural history.
Well,
Well, I mean, judging from the devastation in the background, I'm pretty sure these were damaged in the Perv Army's assault.
Yes.
well, fuck you and your logic.
Please do.
God damn it. Well, at least now we're at the sewage plant, which is exactly where this conversation belongs.
It's where all our minds belong. It's where you
Yours,
find
maybe.
our minds. Yeah, definitely
You
mine.
didn't think you could have both myself and Lulu on the same podcast.
And not have it be extremely questionable.
I just really like the fact that there seems to be like multiple paths you can take through this game. Like it's not just like one thing.
Maybe they do the Castlevania Running with Blood thing in different paths, branch off into different levels entirely.
Maybe because I think I could have gone like to the right instead of coming down here. Like we didn't have to do a sewer level maybe. Come down! Okay, I guess he doesn't want to die.
Well, in his defense, I can kind of identify with that.
I almost jumped. Okay. Real question. Should I go down or up? Or to the right?
Up.
Not up. I didn't mean to say up. This way or that way?
To the right looks way harder, and I want you to suffer.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, Owen.
Hi, Owen.
You never know.
Oh, hi, Owen. Hello.
Welcome to
Well,
Little
I'm
Ralph
dead.
versus the Perv Army. I wonder if there's like a down slash you can bounce off that guy with.
There is a down
Yeah, like
slash.
Scrooge McDuck.
Oh my gosh! I'm back here! This game is pretty forgiving, I have to say.
Love how the tiny babies come out of the big heads.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm
really
not
make
even touching
sense.
that one.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Maybe if I go down this way. Yeah, this seems
Even
a
though I
bit
did have an
better.
idea in my
Shout out to Anya for taking the coward's way out.
What?
You know, you
Come
said
on,
that,
Anya.
Ralph.
Did you really not realize that that bottom group of stones were also going to, like, open up?
Apparently not.
Clearly.
No, I wasn't paying
It's not
attention
like-
to that.
It's not like the stones with the same style color as I assume
No,
as
but
the
I
other
wasn't
ones
looking at the bottom.
It's not
I
like that
wasn't
was a
looking.
theme.
No, I wasn't looking at it. I wasn't looking at what the bottom tiles were. I thought that once I hit the bottom, it would be back to normal tiles.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
I just wasn't paying attention.
I have nothing to tell you except, nope.
Oh!
Oh boy. Love those timing puzzles.
Mhm.
Timing jumping puzzles.
I love the water effect, though, in this. Like, when he falls into the water, and it's like, plop.
That reminds me of the one guy who used to be on like the Wii U or 3DS, the social thing. I forgot what it was called. Nintendo Plaza or I don't know. But he'd keep making all these screenshots of only water, and then he'd like comment, wow, this water looks nice. That's
Were they
the
like,
idea.
was he like comparing the water from various different games?
And he was just, well, he wasn't comparing them, but he was like judging them individually. Like for Golden Sun, he'd go, wow, this water looks good for a Game Boy Advance game.
Well, water is kind of difficult to do, you know? Like, not every game does it well.
Yeah. Although some games have done it fantastically.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves has really good water.
I mean, this water looks pretty good.
This is Windows 10 exclusive, so I can't play.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, it's also on Windows.
I said Windows 10 exclusive.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Xbox exclusive.
Oh!
I mean, I guess it is on Xbox too, isn't it? But
It is.
I'm on Windows
Not
7.
the same block as last time, Anya.
Yes, it was. Because this one is kind of tricky.
She's too busy talking over us to pay attention to the game.
I'm not talking that much. That's part of the What?
What?
I got to skip it!
The game took pity on you.
Haha.
Just like, look, just go. Just go.
Just get out
Fuck
of here.
off.
Haha.
Congratulations, you won.
I can't believe the game just let me through. Oh, who's this?
Oh, that looks like a rival character.
Heck yeah.
Ah. Stop. Do you have the anti-pervert sword?
I'm not sure, but please check out my anti-pervert wisp.
Really? I have my own pervert wisp. Mwahaha!
Oh no! Only a real pervert could spawn demonic wings out of nowhere.
What color are your wings? For them.
Should have. What color are my wings?
Yeah.
I suppose they would be black with a kind of, reddish magma pattern going on.
Mine would have course.
This actually is working out way more than it should.
No! Curses, he's found my weak point!
Just hanging out in this corner for 5 million years.
Behold, I will turn him blonde!
Now he's turned red. This is legit! Gamer. No! He
Oh,
killed
I finally found
me!
a color that... I found a
no,
color that
red,
could get
my
past your
only weakness.
scheme!
I'm allergic to red.
Oh, we're back here again.
Can't wait for Anya to completely fuck up this, like, one jumpy thing for 5 times in a row from here on out.
Yes.
Okay. You win this time, Anya.
Okay, I'm actually not
The text
controlling it
does
right now.
travel pretty quick in this.
It does. It goes by way too
Ah,
fast.
so you've returned.
Yes, this time I will avoid your red schemes.
Ready for another photo shoot?
Wait, this is the photograph?
Look at this
Why, yes, I have secret
photograph.
cameras set up everywhere, Queen!
Oh no, a voyeur, my only weakness. My other only weakness.
How do you think I got into the pervert army?
Well, take my massive sword. Wait, no!
Yes, give me your massive sword!
I don't understand. What am I messing up on here? Should I just make a save state? I mean, this game has been pretty good about giving me pretty much unlimited chances.
I like how he keeps making that little anime power-up pose for no real good reason.
I know, right? Like, why? Oh, snap! Oh, shoot.
I will
He
bounce
killed
on
me.
your head now.
Okay, so from what I understand, there's several ways to go about this. So when he's in his first form, we gotta be underneath one of these things, right? And then when he's in his second form, we gotta get on the rope.
Hey,
Hello.
Rolf.
Trust me, you don't want to be part of this specific Ralph party.
Oh, let's play
Hey,
for
Rolf,
you.
how are you doing?
Ralph Party! I love it! Oh my.
There's more room for more Ralph, yeah.
Would you like to come to our Ralph Party this evening?
Guys. I think Rolf just left.
I could see where this was going. Like, nope.
Nice seeing you. I'll be going. Nope. Nope, we're going back under
Later,
here.
Ralph.
Hey, you asked. You asked.
How does he
We
do
didn't
that?
Start it. You did.
Okay, it's fine then.
Yeah. I'm going to introduce you to a radical concept.
What?
Dodging the enemy's attacks.
That's crazy. Why would I ever do that?
Why would she do that?
I've never
It's
done
called
that ever.
dodge.
I've never done that ever in my life.
Well, I think we have uncovered some insight into Anya's video gaming abilities.
Yeah, this explains a lot.
Dodging is for wusses.
Dodging is for wusses. You find a place to exploit your enemy and then you use it. Like what I'm doing right now.
You know what you should exploit? The directional button so you can move away from your enemy's attacks. Or is that not enough of a gamer skill for you?
No,
It is not.
it is not.
My hand hurts from doing this, by the way.
This was
Hey, Lulu.
originally on PlayStation 1.
Yes,
Go ahead, Derek.
this is where it first came out. Yeah, it was re-released. It's still in Japan for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Portable
Oh,
in 2007,
that's cool. So do you have
and
more
released for even cheaper than when it first came out. It was 4,800 yen when it first came out, and then it was only 600 yen when it came out.
Only 600 yen?
Yeah,
That's very cheap.
I don't know what
Yeah,
to do
it's-
for this last
it's no,
part of the boss.
it's no Resident Evil 4 at least.
Like, he kind
I
of
think
stays way too away from me. What the frick? He farted
doesn't
and I
even realize she's doing
died! Did you see that? He farted and that killed me! He killed me with his fart! Did you see that?
Hey, dude.
No, we did not. We were talking about the history of this video game that we missed earlier.
Mm.
Please continue, Lulu.
Well, Ralph was actually talking about 600 yen, but you know, because you like to interrupt him more than anybody.
I'm sorry! I, like, legit, when I get into the game, like, I, like, don't notice what's going on around me as I'm trying to beat it.
Anya, the whole point we brought Autumn in was because you went silent when you concentrated on the game.
And now that's been completely reversed, apparently.
I'm sorry.
Time to kick Autumn out.
Wait, what? I'm free? I'm free!
Oh my god.
Stay right
Autumn,
there.
thank you for picking up on that one. I was very afraid that one wasn't going to land properly.
Yes, but if Autumn leaves, that means you have to replace her.
Yeah,
Wait, fuck.
thank you for taking my place, Ralph.
Anything but that, I beg you.
Nope, too late. You
Too
let
late.
her free, and now you must replace her.
It's like the cursed genie. You're like, I know, I saw Aladdin. Genie, I wish for your freedom. Oh, cool, great, you're taking my place. Wait, what? Too late.
There must always be a Lich King.
Yes.
There must always be a Ralph.
Wait, Autumn, that implies that you are in fact also a Ralph.
Actually, I was going a different direction with that.
He killed me
In
again.
what way were you going?
There must always be a berry.
Thank you, Roll, for clipping that. I'm not controlling this, by the way, when he goes over here. He just kind of runs on his own.
Yeah, because it's such good running, so it makes sense that you wouldn't be the one doing it.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Come on. You could not expect something like that.
Anyway, Ralph, 600 yen?
Yes, 600 yen, that sounds like a lot of value for a game like this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The real question is... Oh, hi, Doom! I totally missed you! I'm sorry! Hello!
Yeah, you did. He's been there for about 5 minutes.
I'm so sorry! Hi, Doom!
I even said hi to him.
I'm so sorry! Hello! I'm the worst.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That was about $6 back in 1999 too. The yen and the dollar have been like remarkably stable against each other.
How much is it in euros? You know, the superior currency. 497.
Yeah, right up until Germany bankrupts everyone else.
They'd never
Autumn.
do that.
Autumn, well, we told you.
Yes, I know.
Told you about every single podcast.
No politics. Oh, you know what's...
Fair, I kind of like let that one on with the superior currency comment.
Yeah.
But sorry,
It's actu-
Autumn.
It's actually funny you mentioned that, Doom. Earlier I was in another chat, and apparently they did not really know what to do with their bot, and they used BuffBot 2. So I was actually able to help them creating commands from learning a bit about Sushi's bot. And that was, I don't know, that was pretty cool. Total aside, but...
That is cool. Good job, Barry.
I was like, they were like tripping up over the rolls. They were just like, they just kept ignoring the RVO. And I'm like, yeah, no, you need to put the permission level in there. And I took their command and converted it to a working BuffBot format. And I was like, this is what
Oh
you
my
should be
gosh.
adding to this.
I'm not controlling this at all. It takes away my control pretty fast. Now I am.
Wings of Perversion, activate!
Not again.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the buffbot thing that people keep tripping up on. They're just like, why can't I add this command? It's like, because buffbot has permission levels and you need to specify it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish I wasn't bad at games.
We
That's
all
true.
do.
That is why we have.
One of these days, we need to figure out how to do some DOS games or something.
Well, the easiest way would be to let someone else play them.
Yeah. I think there was like a feature where you can like temporarily give someone else a stream key for your channel.
Yes,
yeah,
you can.
that's possible.
But the whole charm is watching Anne fail at video games.
Yeah, basically. That's all my channel is watching me fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one, you know, I feel like the worst thing for,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
making content for YouTube or Twitch or whatever is to be okay at games. You either want to be really good so people are like, wow, look at these plays, or you want to be just dog shit so people are like, ha ha ha. I feel like the middle ground just doesn't really, like, catch people's interest.
Yeah, if you're just okay at games, you don't need something else to really like carry your content.
Yeah. Which, I mean, granted, you should be, like, interesting to watch on your own merits anyway, but...
That's typically where I fall from.
being interesting to watch.
Yeah, but at least I'm good at video games.
I'd say you're good at both. You're entertaining.
Oh, you. I was actually expecting you to go the other way with that and say like, but you're not good at video games.
What?
It's in and out, but
How did I do that?
Like,
but
looks
no,
like
you're
you
fun to
just
watch.
pressed the reset button.
What? No!
I'm lost.
I'm gonna cry, y'all. We gotta do all that all over again.
We did it, nerds.
Hey, we beat the game!
Wee.
Man, didn't you know? You just secretly hit the button to switch it to hard mode.
Maybe you should have used the opportunity to switch to easy mode, actually.
But then
Well,
we won't
too
get
late
the
now.
whole story about the Perf Army rap.
Yeah.
As if we were
Yeah,
going
we're-
to get that
We're t-
the way things are now.
yeah, we're totally gonna get that far, huh?
Yeah.
Why do I suck?
Yeah, you,
Why do I suck so much?
because you interrupt me a lot.
It's a hex.
I was about
I'm
to say the
sorry.
exact same thing.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, you guys were talking about the deaths and stuff, and this has like electrocution, burning to death, being crushed, asphyxiation, being eaten alive, and in
We
Wow,
need
so
to
they're
get
really
sushi.
spectre of deaths. Yeah,
They're really covering all the fetish bases.
We really need to have sushi play this. That's all I'm hearing.
I just heard it's Vortime, so, you know.
Yeah.
All I'm hearing is that's a lot of harsh punishment for Little Rel.
it's not like he doesn't deserve it sometimes.
Harsh punishment.
I'm wondering if I should like, I'm wondering if I should pick up some sort of message from Lulu picking this game and inviting me to this stream.
A very subtle threat.
Don't worry, Ralph. The only person Lulu wants to kill is me.
That's not true.
You're definitely on the list, though.
Yeah.
Definitely the most frequent.
Yeah, you're definitely high on the list.
Now, but that's my secret, is that maybe I'm into that.
See, it's the blushy defense. There's nothing you
Yeah.
can do to her. Because she likes it all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I won't do. If someone likes it, I don't want to do it anymore. The whole point is that it causes the stress.
Well, you see, Rolf, when I played Persona 5, I thought it was pretty hot when Akechi just shoots you in the face.
Look, you need to...
That's
You can't, like-
spoilers.
That game's been out for like years!
Spoilers. I don't care. It's still huge spoilers.
Nobody hear that. If you haven't played Persona 5, ignore what I just said.
What? You could have just
Already
well,
done.
not said what game it's about again, but hey.
Well, but you would know who I'm talking about. Oh my gosh.
Wait, Akechi is the cool guy with the bird mask, right?
Yeah.
You guys are really rubbing this in. I have not actually played Persona.
None
if
of
it ever
them?
comes in, like, why?
Wait, you've never played any of the Persona games?
No.
That actually
They
surprises
come out
me.
overwhelmingly on console. And I play almost exclusively on PC. Have any of them
Oh, that's true. Makes sense.
come to PCs?
You could play like the older ones, but only through emulation. We're back. Let's hope I don't accidentally press the reset button.
I hold no hope for that.
Yeah, you need to. I would need to stream it through PlayStation Now.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Hey,
Persona
we got-
series is pretty good.
We've got a bot. I'm just going to block him.
Oh, okay.
Someone beat me to it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, all of them did.
Wait. Save state time.
Well, now he's blocked twice, just in case.
What did he
Fortunately,
even
the
say?
command to. It was buying followers.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Advertising follower purchasing.
Yeah.
Fortunately, /ban again on Twitch doesn't unban.
I guess that means you're famous, because I haven't been did by a bot. Well, I have bots.
Yeah,
but
like-
I have bots
Oh, wait a
watching
second,
me,
I'm
but
not even-
actually posting.
I'm not even a mod on this chat, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna question that, but
I just blocked him for myself. Which, you know, can't hurt.
Wow! Those things are deadly.
Yeah, no shit!
Oh wait, I've got the browser over top of Discord. Like, I mean, I guess if you're really going for affiliate, maybe, but after that, followers who aren't engaging are basically useless.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, you know, to your metrics. Followers, like, you know, if they're not subbing, they're not helping you get partner, if that's what you're really going for. And if you're not, then what do you care about?
And you know, even
Buying,
if you try to get affiliate, like,
Well, it's kind of like, I guess it's the idea of it's probably a pyramid scheme. Oh, did I do it?
okay, I'm just going to carry on with that train of thought real quick.
Yeah,
Even if
continue.
you buy followers and you hit affiliate through them, these followers aren't going to watch your stream. They're not going to subscribe. They're not going to
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
give you bits. They're useless.
That's what I'm saying, like, without
Well-
engagement, they're basically useless.
Are you guys
'Cause
planning
for
on...
partner,
No, you go ahead, Lulu.
because for partner you need to stream for a period of time. You need to have certain things, and you also need to have people, like 75 people or something like that,
Watching the
watching you at the
stream.
same time.
Yeah.
And if none of those viewers are going to do that, it's not going to get you partner anyway. Or affiliate for that matter.
Like, the only time raw followers matter is if you have a small number of, like, devoted people who show up to your streams, but you're not really succeeding at getting followers outside of them. That's when
And if-
followers become a hang-up.
And if you're really that by it, then why are you doing it? You should be streaming for people that you want to watch. It shouldn't
Yeah,
be
no.
about the fame and whatever. It should be the passion of gaming.
Like, the only time that shit would matter, I guess, is if you were a company running a brand trying to astroturf your numbers to make yourself look bigger than you are.
Yes.
If you are actually, like, personally trying to stream either to make it a career for yourself, just as a hobby, what the hell would you care?
Yeah, it's like, but I think it's probably a pyramid scheme. Like, the reason they're going about it. Like, what I was about to say earlier is, are any of you guys planning on playing Simulacra 2, or have already played it?
Haven't even heard of it.
Well,
I've played first one, and the second one I'm gonna wait until it doesn't really cost anything, because the first one didn't actually cost anything, so...
okay,
so-
since you are planning on playing it, maybe I won't say anything.
Oh no, I watched videos about it, and
Oh, okay. Well, basically, like, one of the characters in that game basically runs a pyramid scheme. And he, like, basically convinces people that if he, like, joins his if, like, people join his course and, join him in a like train, then they will be able to become famous too. Even though that's not how it works at all. But it's kind of, I think, the same kind of concept in Ouch.
The same kind of concept and ouch. Yeah.
Hey, we're in a desert.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been in the desert for a bit.
thank you, Autumn, for
Yeah.
letting us know.
I'm not paying that close attention.
Yeah, I could tell.
With hentai sand tentacles, I say.
I mean, that's your interpretation, sure.
Well, what other interpretation would you have?
I mean, like regular sand tentacles without the hentai part in front of it.
Oh yes, all those regular sand tentacles out there. How long have you been on the internet, Ralph?
About as long as this kid has been an adult.
Far more.
George Lucas added those and I'm angry about it.
It
The
does
original
look,
editions were better.
I'm like
it
not.
does look
salty.
like a, it does look like a Karibo.
It does.
I'm assuming that's what Rolf meant.
Like.
Yeah, that's
Karibo Hotel. Oh wait, yeah, no, let's not go back to Haribo Hotel.
No, let's
I just remembered.
I lost my Karibo. I'm sad.
Don't forget, the killers kill you.
Haribo Hotel.
How were you supposed to be able to
Pervert
guess
army.
that?
Like they have like this little fucking particle effect right before they crumble. It's enough time for you to get out of the way.
Well, but I'm not good at video games.
Yeah, but that's not the
Well,
game's
that's
fault.
not their fault.
That is
That-
not an excuse.
I was expecting one of you guys to say, that sounds like a you problem.
Why would I do what you expect?
Impaled again.
So, you know, I haven't really been doing too much work on my game jam entry. I know it's shameful of me.
No, Barry,
But-
it's literally been 3 days. You still have ample time.
Yeah.
Anya,
Yeah.
you just gave me an idea for the game jam entry.
Oh no!
I should have Anya mode.
Anya mode!
That sounds awful.
It's for when you're bad at video game.
Wait, does Anya mode make the game easier for you, or does Anya mode make the game harder for you to simulate the Anya experience?
Ooh, good
Ooh, that's a
idea,
good
actually.
question. I was originally thinking it would make it easier for you.
Yeah.
But if it's really going to like this should simulate. I'm now imagining an Anya mode that's basically like it takes the controls and makes them really wonky so it's hard to control.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And
Like
make
this
it
is what
drop.
happens if this were the kind of game we would play on the podcast.
And make it so that that you can't jump when you're supposed to.
Make it so that the game randomly, arbitrarily switches the A and B buttons around.
Yes.
The jump input would have variable delay on it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Sometimes it would be like a millisecond, sometimes like half a second. Sometimes the game would just mind meld with you and predict you were going to press the jump button and jump before you pressed it.
Ah yes,
Yeah.
negative latency.
I can't believe I just died
And-
there.
I can.
And you also can't block whatsoever.
Rolf said stop, bully. It's never gonna happen, Rolf.
Absolutely not.
Is there a block button in this game?
Well, actually, like, to be fair, at least from my perspective, I'm not bullying Anya right now. I'm bullying the games we play, because, like, it's not her fault that the games are this shit.
I think it is my fault, really.
Like this game does
I mean-
not look shit.
Like, this game
It is
actually is not bad.
Well, yeah, and we're doing much better at this game than we did at some of the other ones we played about, which are the ones we're referencing.
Nah,
Well,
This game got delayed and came out at a bad time, whereas
Yeah. Then if the other games we play,
were for a reason.
yeah, they were forgotten for a very different reason.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why no one plays Bubsy 3D anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's why. It made us want to vomit. You know, I actually do have a bunch of ideas for the entry. I need to see about how to make them work. I'm trying to not get too ambitious because I would need to finish it in a month.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm kind of like, you know what? However ambitious I might be, I am definitely doing this in RPG Maker. Because before this, I have not learned any C or anything, so, you know, if I'm going to work with something from scratch, it's going to be something like RPG Maker.
Yeah, something that does all the boring stuff for you, basically.
And for something that I can go to Yanflea's WordPress and get the, like, battle system stuff, Well, Rolf, that's exactly why we're giving it a month, because none of us have, like, any prior game dev experience.
Yeah, that was the literal idea. Like, give them an ample time to cook something up without worrying too much about making it good.
It's like, yes, if I had prior game making skills, Ludum Dare would be interesting. If I joined Ludum Dare as I am, it'd literally just be like a start menu, and you'd start and it would be like, hey, so we didn't have time to make the rest of the game. The rest of the game being the game.
Oh man, a demo that ends after the title screen.
Yeah, like...
That would be pretty hilarious.
Reminds me of something, actually.
But that's my point, is that navigating the complexity of the start menu is literally all I could accomplish in that weekend.
That reminds me of something, actually. Remember when demo discs were a thing?
Yes.
So, I had a demo disc, and one of the demos on it was for Metal Gear Solid 2. And it took me several weeks before I became able to play the demo that they had for Metal Gear Solid 2. Because, I would start the game, I would press start to get into the menu, and then I would try to select the option that I wanted to do by pressing X. And that would cancel out and put me back to the start screen. And at that time I was like, this demo doesn't work. You had to press circle.
Oh my god. I hate that.
Ah, yes, the lovely era when we still hadn't quite standardized all the controls.
Yep.
I think it actually was kind of standardized. It was just in Japan it was standardized to make circle confirm. And
Yes.
in the West it was standardized as X to confirm.
X, yeah. Oh yeah, actually I do kind of remember that. I think that was the case in like Final Fantasy VII. I was always tripping up.
Well, that's the funny opposite of a problem I had with Kingdom Hearts 3 and then coming to, like, Spyro or something and having to jump with circle, and then the next I'm having to jump with X again, and I'm just like, I am not actually jumping, I am actually pressing the button to breathe fire, and I'm actually jumping and I'm falling off this cliff. That's fun.
I did find that Spyro review I read very interesting, where they were just kind of like, the problem with the Spyro re-release is that it's too faithful to the originals.
No!
And there's some stuff that they probably should have cleaned up. Spyro the Dragon and see.
I could get Spyro on Switch. I didn't realize, but they actually released the Reignited trilogy on Switch. Maybe
Yes.
I should get that and like finish it in 2 days just to DM Lulu.
Oh, go ahead.
Spyro Reignited. Of course, my Google is always like PC. Yeah, it is on Steam. Cool. And it's $40, so no. Sorry.
I
don't
only
got
got it
that.
because it was on sale.
I don't got that cash lying around.
Hey, Sam. How you doing?
Oh shit.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Sam. Hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Sam.
How are you doing? I'm sucking at video games as always.
Yeah?
That's kind of a given.
I mean, the fact that I've even finished games at all in my
Cud.
life is...
Good.
Oh, hey, Cud! Hey! Hello! Welcome,
Hello.
welcome! It's only been almost 2 hours. I feel like it's been so much longer.
Hey, we've gotten 2 bosses.
I know, but I feel like we've barely begun. I mean, we've not
Yeah,
barely
we
begun.
barely have begun.
No! Guys, I'm gonna jump off a cliff now. Bye. I'm gonna
Okay.
call in that one character who kills you in Persona 5 to shoot me in the face. There, I spoiled it. I mean, I
Again.
didn't spoil it. That
I feel
time.
like getting shot in the face is a pretty big spoiler, even if you don't know who's doing the shooting.
Wait, Persona 5 has guns?
Yeah, Persona 5 has guns. You need to play the Persona games. They're so good. It's my
I don't like Persona. There, I said it.
See, there's a reason why Lulu and I will forever
Ralph.
be the true OTP. We're both Shin Megami Tensei nerds.
I like
Do I have
Shin Megami Tensei too. I just don't like Persona.
Oof, Ralph, do I have some bad news for you when we're talking about this game jam?
Oh no.
I was just like, submit it's just like a straight plagiarized port of Persona 3.
Oh no.
I've just like
That's
changed the menu font.
And yes, Rolf, that's Persona 3.
I'm so
That's not a real
glad.
gun.
Yeah, there's
What
legit
do
guns
you
in
want it
Persona
to be?
5. It's pretty great. Persona 5 is really good. At first, I was kind of like meh about it because I was still kind of caught up with Persona 4. But then once I got into it, I came to really like it. Can you please activate? Nyeh. I still need to play that one game that Sushi keeps telling me to play. That's like a spin-off from Shin Megami Tensei. I keep forgetting the name of it.
Well, there's a whole bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
there's a
ton,
bunch.
but like there's this specific one that Sushi keeps telling me I need to play.
Digital Devil Saga.
No, not
Soul
Digital
Hackers?
Devil, not Devil Survivor. I've played Devil Survivor. It's one that's like really
Demi Kids?
unknown. It's like one that's really unknown.
If
No, it's not a Persona.
Did you just say Demi Kids?
yeah, Demi Kids, the very
Demi
Pokemon
Kids.
like Shin Megami Tensei spin-off for
Yep.
Game Boy Advance.
Not that one.
Yeah.
It has like this really weird name.
Like, most of them do.
That could be any of them. You're not helping.
I straight up don't remember
We
the
should
name.
ask Bleach right now and be like, what are you...
Are you sure it's not Soul Hackers? Like right
No,
over
it's
something
not
in
Soul
Persona
Hackers.
5? Which ones are left?
I don't know any of these, so
It's
I'm not gonna be much help here. 2 Ralphs?
Unfortunately, yes, Spaghetto.
Hey, Spaghetto.
oh my gosh.
Hello, Spaghetto.
I can't jump fast enough. This is like the same problem I had with Gris all over again. Hi, Spaghetto.
Oh my
Hello.
God.
Hello.
Well, that's not the only problem you had with Gris.
Yeah.
I've found my next game
Oh.
no.
that is
Oh.
related to this one. So
Quick, Lulu, DM me. I want to know.
oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, ought I to be excited?
Oh my gosh.
I'm next to pick too, aren't I?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, you are.
So I need to figure. We can emulate.
Spaghetto says one more than you need. Put one in the bin. Regarding to the number of Ralphs that we have.
Oof. Ooh, that's harsh.
Which Ralph though?
Yeah, which Ralph? Choose wisely, Spaghetto.
Yes, choose wisely. Even though the Ralph and the Nicole can't do anything about it. If you do say that.
I'm gonna look up the Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, and start listing
Just
off
because-
like all the spin-offs, and one of them will be the right one. Like I'll know it once you say it because it's a very particular one. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm guessing it's not one of the mainline games.
No, it's not. It's one that is pretty forgotten. Sushi's like, you should play it. And I just haven't gotten around to it.
Has he ever said it to this?
I don't remember if he said it in the Discord. I just remember he said it before.
No, there's actually less games than I thought. Okay, so we've got the Megami Tensei games, which
Well,
was
that's just
before
the,
Shin Megami
yeah,
Tensei.
because it's based off a book called Megami Tensei.
That is correct. Then we've got Shin Megami Tensei, Shin Megami Tensei 2, Shin Megami Tensei If, Shin Megami Tensei 9, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, 4 Apocalypse, 5 Revelations, The Demon Slayer,
No!
Megami Tensei Gaiden, Last Bible 2, and Last Bible 3. Another Bible. I'm guessing it's not a Bible game then.
No. It's not the Bible one.
Only one else has read My Immortal to me. Alright. We've got some Majin Tensei games. But I think that's gonna be one thing. Then we've got Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, Raido Kuzunoha versus the Soul's Army, and Raido Kuzunoha versus King Abaddon. Then we've got the Personas.
Oh, shit, I just remembered.
What? What did you remember?
Some of the games I was going to torture you with.
Heck yeah. One of these days I'm just gonna die on stream.
For completely unrelated causes.
Just make sure you give us your stream details first.
Oh my gosh.
So it's not Digital Devil Saga. Is it Tokyo Mokushiroku? Giten Megami
No.
Tensei?
No.
Is it Jack Bros?
Jack Bros, that's it! That's what Sushi wants me to play. Jack Bros.
For the Virtual Boy?
Yeah. He
Huh.
wants me to play Jack Bros.
Well, that's that mystery solved. By the way, Anya, how's the music and sound, considering we can't hear it?
It's good. I have no problems with the soundtrack in this game. Actually, all the design aspect. This game is actually good. I feel bad that it's not more known because it's actually pretty good. I'm just bad.
Kind of reminds me of RD Lightfoot for the SNES, which is, I guess, kind of like this game, but with more furries.
More furries, go on.
Not really. That's basically all I got for you. It's a platformer for SNES, and you're like this fox dude kind of thing. And you also go on an adventure, and you also go into a pyramid. But,
Wow.
you know, basically the same game.
Oh boy. Will we ever get past this section?
I hope so.
You can do it.
What?
I believe in you.
We believe in you, Anya. Channel our
You-
friend power.
Do you really though?
The strength of our anime.
Anya, you're great. You can do this.
Feel our voices support you like a Persona game.
Y'all.
Everyone's praying for your success.
Yeah.
Wait, if this is like a Persona game, does that mean that the podcast as a whole is the full Arcana social link? Because I sure am feeling like a fool right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad everyone else gets that, because I sure don't.
Looking cool, Anya. Thanks. Oh my gosh!
Could you repeat that, Anya?
Also, quick question. What arcanas do we think we have? Like, if we were in a Persona game, what arcana would we get?
This implies knowledge from Persona games that I
Yeah,
don't
like,
have to.
What's
to,
an
like-
arcana?
Oh,
It's like the tarot
shoot.
card.
Never mind.
Like in
What do you
Persona,
think,
have-
Lulu? What card should we
Empress.
Okay,
have?
I guess
Empress?
I won't explain, Barry.
Heck yeah.
Do explain.
In Persona, you have this mechanic called social links, which is basically like the different bonds that you have with the different characters around you, and there's party members, but there's also NPCs, and you can spend time with them, and then you have cutscenes, etc. It's like it's kind of like the Western RPG romance things, in that you get exclusive dialogue and cutscenes and stuff if you spend time with them, and then you get buffs from them.
Well,
And
the
each of
original
these
Persona
characters-
games don't have this mechanic, by the
Yes,
way.
but
And they
but I
still
didn't
have
feel like explaining
Arcana.
that.
Yeah. They still have arcanas, though, even though there's no social link. Because your arcana determines what personas you get.
If you're gonna interrupt, at least actually know what you're talking. Saying.
I do know what I'm talking.
I'm glad you know what you're talking.
Do
Guys,
you
I'm gonna
understand the
leave.
words that are coming out of my mouth?
I'm gonna leave. That's what.
So, but
Bye.
seriously though, like, does the symbolism of the card matter, or is it just like, oh hey, the card looks cool, that's my card?
Oh
Like,
no,
I
it does
don't frickin'
matter.
know.
The symbolism does
Okay.
matter.
So I literally can't pick because I have no fucking clue.
Damn, Anya. You tearing this bastard up. I don't think that... Oh, it actually does, but the frame rate is so slow that I don't see him flashing.
Yeah.
So... Video games, huh?
Yeah, video games. So,
Yeah, the
Lulu,
video
you said
games.
Empress?
Yes.
And Cud thinks I would be the fool.
That guy has... That pharaoh has apparently, defeated you with that vision.
Yeah. I wasn't looking at the
Actually-
screen. Oh, hey, Bjorn, hello!
Hi, Bjorn. Bjorn. I know how to pronounce Bjorn as opposed to some of you, but you got me in your Bjorn rhythm.
Oh my gosh, why do I suck? No, Anya, you would
Bjorn
be the
is Food
magician. I would be the fool. Oh, I see. So Cud says he's the fool. I'm the magician. And Lulu's the empress. We could have a whole party. Heck
Okay,
yeah.
so since you guys know this, what would I be?
Yes, assign us the tarots. Assign us our arcanas.
Heck yeah.
What do you think, Lulu?
I trust Lulu's judgment more than I trust Anya's, honestly.
Yeah. That's maybe a good idea.
The
So, it was a lot, obviously a lot simpler, but...
So, Rolf says Hanged Man. Wait, Cud, who do you think is the tower?
This card follows immediately after the devil and powers that contain it, and is associated with sudden disruptive revelation and potentially destructive change.
Oh, that's Anya. You
Wait,
know, sudden
who?
disruption.
The tower.
The tower? So you're saying I might actually be the tower? I actually, I legitimately asked this question because I wasn't sure what I would be. Even though I played the Persona games.
Although I'm presuming that Persona, this is like tarot.
Yeah,
So
and
if
the
Persona has
tarot
different
is in Persona it basically follows the same rules as real life tarot, and its meanings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm using Wikipedia here.
From what I can remember, the main group in every Persona game as a team trying to uncover a certain goal always gets the Fool Arcana. Because the Fool represents something like the beginning of a journey or something?
Yeah, it's also because the Fool is like a trickster card. You never really know what it'll do.
The Empress is a mother, a creator, and nurturer. In many decks, she can be Prego. Hooray!
Hooray, Lulu!
She
Congratulations!
can represent the creation of life, romance, art, or business. The
Oh my
Empress can represent
gosh.
the germination of an idea before it is ready to be fully born, and the need to be receptive to change.
Oh, Roll says that he'll take the Temperance, actually. What I want is to... I don't know.
I mean, these are like somewhat based on your personality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But also, it also is kind of based on, like, what you need to work on, I guess, maybe, too, or, like, your path, your journey kind of thing.
You don't just pick a power you want and be like, oh, I'll take
that.
Yeah,
you don't just start the game being like, this is, nobody knows, like, the only person who even knows, I think, about the fact that people have Arcanas is, like, the main character, because he has access to the Velvet Room and stuff, unless you're talking about the original Persona games where things are different, because it's a different reality that gets changed after the events of Persona 2, which leads to why everything changes in the later Persona games because of what happens in 2. But that's a whole nother thing entirely. But basically, the only person who actually knows that different characters have different arcanas are people who have access to the Velvet Room, which means the wild cards, who have a chance to actually see what the effects of their, you know, social links and whatnot are. And yeah. But yeah, people don't just choose their arcana. They have it based on who they are. How long is this frickin' boss? I feel like I've been attacking him for like ages and he just doesn't die.
Well, you have, but you keep dying in between.
But I attack him for like ages before I die. I don't understand. Actually, the funny thing is, Zach, Doodle, and I, in Doom too, Doom was there.
Perversion.
Doom was there as well. The four of us, I think, like, took a tarot card test that supposedly would tell you what your tarot card is. And I got the moon when I took that test. But so did Zach. We both got the same result, so I don't know how much to put into that. Also, I died.
Well, it's not like every single person on Earth can have a different tarot card.
I know, but...
There are 21.
Yeah, that is true. Also, Doodle got...
And that's the drinking age in America.
Doodle also got the moon as well. Doodle, Zach, and I all got the moon card. All three of us got the same one.
What, so you took a tarot quiz?
Yeah, we took like this tarot, like it was like, which tarot card would you have based on your personality? And...
Which tarot card? Oh, there are a bunch. Huh.
Yeah.
What tarot card are you? Astrology answered. Which tarot card describes your personality? How stuff works?
Yeah.
Oh god, there are so many of these.
And like, Doodle sent it in the chat, and the three of us all got the moon, and then Doom got something else. I don't remember what Doom got.
Friggin', and now I'm supposed to know Zodiac Sun?
Oh yeah, that's the quiz. That's the quiz. That's the quiz. That's your typical Zodiac sign. What sign are you?
Oh, okay. That's the easy one.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's
Taurus.
the quiz we took, by the way. The one you're taking right now.
Are you more introverted or extroverted? Alright. Introverted, of course. Of course. I wouldn't be a dirty extrovert. Dirty primarily because they get along with people and are actually active in their lives instead of just...
Oh,
Alright,
God!
Who is Cud suggesting for? With the tower and Hierophant. What do you consider to be your greatest strength or asset? Your ability to reason things out logically, your even temperament, your optimism, your flexibility, your patient kindness, your ability to adapt, your hunger for knowledge, your charm and charisma, or your stability, even when things are chaotic. Huh. Huh.
If you were to be given a special power right now, which would you prefer? And the first one is literally harness the strength of my friends.
What quiz are you looking at?
The one that's the one that got linked in the chat by Lulu.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that I posted.
I see. I found this one by Googling. I wasn't looking at chat at the time, so
Oh, I should take that quiz. I should take that quiz. Maybe at the end of the stream, we'll just take the Arcana quiz and see what I get. If I get the moon again, then I'll be like, I guess I'm the moon then. The characters who have... The only major character who's had the moon Arcana is Maya Amano from Persona 2.
Yeah, I know her. She's got like the heart symbols on her titties.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
And she's the one she's the moon Arcana. Aha! Get wrecked, son. Got him!
You done did it, Anya.
I've done did it. I'm trying to think what character in the Persona games is the most like me, and then what like their Arcana is. Because I don't think I'm like Maya. Or maybe I am. I don't know. Oh, we saw this in the demo!
Man, this game really throws like setting changes at you rapidly, huh?
Yeah, it really does. Like,
Or rather, it would do it rapidly if someone didn't die all the time.
I am the hermit, according to this one. Alright, now according to the one that Lulu linked. Oop.
That one has like 33 questions, so buckle up.
Oh, this is a Persona-specific one. Alright.
I'm
Let's
ready.
go.
I'm ready to see what
No,
you
you're
get
not.
for that one.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You're not
Which
ready
among-
to do the quiz, so...
Which among these could you consider as your worst trait right now? Shy, manipulative, strict, ignorant, loner, fearful, indecisive, competitive, lustful, or arrogant? Why is lustful a bad trait?
Lustful is a
Fuck you
great...
guys.
I think it just means,
Yeah,
like,
why is that
lustful,
a bad
like,
trait?
wanting things too much, I guess. Like, you can be lustful for power.
Nope, you're not allowed to be horny,
I'm indecisive.
I
Let's
doubt
go.
that's the case with how horny Persona games can be.
Yeah.
Once again, with greater honesty, which among these could you consider as your best trait right now? Reserved, initiative, leader, versatile, loving, brave, obedient, goal-oriented, fair and just, humble, faithful, understands life.
I think it would have been better if they gave us the same negative traits and been like, do you think it's also a good thing?
Do you think it's a good thing to have these traits that you most certainly just said you had?
Yeah.
Ah yes, my greatest trait is my obedience. What?
That just sounds so weird. I think what they mean is, like, your ability to work well with
sure
others.
Anya,
I'm
I
sure
think
blushing
this
would
is
think that's a pretty good trait.
very true.
Are
Anya,
you
I
a
think this
sub?
quiz-
The quiz asks,
Yeah.
is your best
Anya,
trait
I
being
think
a
this-
sub?
One more try. Anya, I think this quiz might not be as professionally thought out as you think it is.
Still, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt.
99% of quizzes I've found.
I'm I'm going to guess that what they're doing here is drawing traits from particular characters and seeing who you match up with.
Yeah, which is what I was
That's
trying
gonna
to
be
think
my,
about
like,
earlier.
Instinct.
That's what I was trying to think about, like, earlier, too. Was, like, which character from the series is most like me? Which I struggle to, like, think of things like that.
Sure, we'll go with that. Which of the following aspects are you good at? None of the above, how about? Yeah? Is that an option?
Afraid
No,
not.
you gotta be a bit proud of yourself.
Right, but none of the things that I actually think I'm good at were listed. It's like,
Me neither, but you know.
I'm not saying that there aren't things I think I'm good at, I'm saying the list academics, sports, or music. It's like, no, I did terribly in school.
What the fuck does this question mean? In your life, which kind of people have you often talked to and felt that you have grown or have learned a lot? That's the whole question. And the possible answers are the elderly, the couple, single teenagers, and kids.
There's a lot of room for creep there. Oh my god.
I don't
I'll
like
just
that.
say the couple. I don't fucking know.
Life is hard.
Oh, here's the special power question.
Yes!
Harness the strengths of my friend! Instant powers, teleport, explosion, etc. Support powers, summoning powers.
But yeah, the one with
clairvoyance,
the one with the
shift.
friends has to be the fool.
Godlike physical strength. Neutralize or nullify other power. As much as I like healing and whatnot, I gotta go with my boy Shapeshift. It's always been my answer to every power question ever.
I did time travel. Time travel's cool.
Which of the following parts of a movie do you find most interesting? That is like such a like.
It's such a stupid question.
It depends on the movie. Like,
Maybe it's asking, like, what kind of tropes do you like to see in a film?
No, the possible answers are the beginning of the movie, the rising action, the climax, or the conclusion. Those are the possible answers.
Huh. That's such a weird thing to ask.
Most of these are pretty weird, actually.
It's like it very much depends on the movie. Like some movies have shit beginnings and good endings.
Some have good endings and terrible beginnings.
Some are just terrible all around, like Anya's gameplay.
Yeah. Sad to say.
Glad to see we're back at that particular platforming challenge.
I just, for some reason, my brain can't comprehend it, and I don't know why.
$10 of 33. This is a long quiz.
I'm the Hierophant.
Do you agree with that, Lulu?
You are, or you're reading the Bjorns?
No, that's what it says I am.
To what extent do you pursue your goals in life?
A Hierophant is a symbol of education, authority, conservatism, obedience to rule, and leadership with the divine. You're a person who interprets sacred mysteries or esoteric principles. You're mature enough, quite wise and logical. However, you are somehow associated and obsessed with the past. Okay, thanks.
Okay, I like this one. This is the very last question. Which of the following is the closest onto how you could describe your understanding of your own self right now? And the first answer is, I am more confused right now than I was before I took this assessment. That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Relatable.
Question.
I am the magician.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The magician is associated with action, initiative, self-confidence, manipulation, and power. More specifically, the power to harness one's talent. You prefer being the right-hand man of someone you are close to or look up to. A tragedy in your life must have shaped you onto who you are right now and how you live your life. That is a pretty bold assumption to make.
Yeah.
Very.
You prefer dynamic and theatrical situations rather than solemn and quiet paces of life. A downside in your character is that you may possibly... No, actually, never mind. I'm not going to finish this sentence.
What does it say?
Alright, looking up the
Because
magician.
I know exactly that Lulu and Barry are going to have a field day with this one.
Come on.
Go
no.
on. I'm ready for this.
A downside in your character is that you may possibly be perverted most of the time and easily fall in love or have crushes on other people you admire.
I knew it. I knew it, chat. It's all a facade.
Why did you do this to me, Persona? What is your major arcana social link tarot quiz?
Exposed.
I don't like this.
Exposed. Just like a survivor in a Dead by Daylight game.
Spaghetto says Ralph lives to
Ralph lives to fuck.
I hate this.
I need to take that quiz now.
No, you need to beat the game, Anya.
I'm not gonna be beating this game. What am I, a good gamer?
No. So, the magician in Persona 4 is gay.
Yeah! Heck yeah.
What-
He is absolutely Soyo for life. Are you with me, Lulu?
Uh-huh.
Heck yeah. I read so much Soyo fanfiction back in the day.
And the magician is basically best type of Persona game. As in 3 it's Junpei.
I have no
And
idea where.
5 is Morgana.
Alright, in your life, which kind of people have you often talked to? That is like worded so weird. Single teenager. I don't fucking know. I have learned nothing from kids except how stupid I was when I was one.
That's something to learn.
In terms of maturity, how do the people around you see you? The matured person whom they can talk to in times of need. The teen who loves freedom, approachable but not too knowledgeable. The one who is difficult to approach, or the kid?
The kid.
Well, I was the kid, but then I killed the guy and in so doing became him. So, you know. I wanted to be the guy, and god damn it, I succeeded.
Heck yeah.
If you were in a situation where two of your dearest friends are caught up in a mess and are about to be punished, which of the following would you most likely do? Oh, well, eh?
We finally made it to another place. Oh, thank you, Bjorn, for the host. Thank you, thank you. I love ya. Thank you. Oh, I just noticed that if you let him sit there for a while, he, like, starts drinking something.
Well, that sounds about appropriate because this chat is driving me to drink.
This chat or your co-hosts?
My co-hosts.
Don't blame chat for our crimes.
No. That was a slip up. Chat is lovely.
Why can't I not go in here? Oh. No? There we go. Just get good, Anya.
Spaghetto says, I'm a fucking gremlin and you know it, realm. I mean, yes, Spaghetto, you are a gremlin, but I absolutely love you.
I
The
love
two
you,
need not,
Spaghetto.
The two need not, like, be mutually exclusive. That was the term I was looking for.
What the heck? I can't get back up there. There we go. Hello, everyone. Are we
Hello.
all still here?
According to this, I'm the
He ate me!
You're the what?
I'm the fool, apparently.
You're our main character. Heck yeah. Well, at least according to the recent universe of Persona, you're our main character. That wouldn't necessarily be the case if it was Persona 1 or 2.
Yes, but Anya, let's be real. Atlas doesn't remember Persona 1 and 2.
That is true.
Yeah.
Which
This is
big
actually
sad.
pretty short. Your personality is shaped by the people's actions and decisions.
Yep.
You are a jack of all trades, having a wide potential depending on how you choose your life. Easily influenced by others. Be careful how you choose to live your life and of the people you choose to be with. Your life holds a network of infinite possibilities because of your natural talent and skills in all aspects of life.
Yeah, that's a lot of words to say you're the main character.
Yeah, like that was kind of... I feel kind of pointless about this. Okay, however, I will say that by their breakdown, I could also have been the priestess.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's a breakdown?
They
Fuck, I
picked
missed the
that-
breakdown.
They picked it out of a tie. I was equally tied for the Fool and the Priestess. And I was pretty close for the Lovers, the Star, and the Hierophant as well. I was furthest from the Chariot, and the Devil.
Oh my gosh. Well. Oh boy.
Well, this is even shorter. The Priestess is a symbol of hidden knowledge or other untapped power, wisdom, mystery, and patience. Usually quiet, reserved, and very intelligent. Often modest and shy and won't open up easily to others. Whereas, like, Ralph got, like, a paragraph for the Magician. These are all, like, a couple sentences.
Well, I don't know what to say. I'm just cooler.
What do they say about the Lovers? Represent two paths life could lead to, and thus a symbol of standing at a crossroad and needing to make a decision. It is also portrayed as a symbol of love and romantic relationships. No shit. It's called the Lovers.
Yeah.
Although it can also be a symbol of finding a group with an ordinary friend. You are popular and emphasize on social interaction. Yeah, no. No.
Oh my gosh.
The Star.
Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! I'm not controlling this, by the way. At least I don't think so.
Well, given that you are not getting some of those,
I am controlling
tokens,
it. Oh,
I
shoot.
am sure you could.
I had no idea
you
what I
gotta
was
jump to the
doing.
end of my card. I think we can quit while we're ahead, because I doubt Anya is going to get through a high-speed mine chase.
Nah, we're good. Did you see that?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
How do I do that? How do I keep getting
Okay.
out?
So if I had to pick one that I think matches me, it's probably the
what?
Moon.
You keep cutting out when you try and say stuff.
The Moon.
Yeah, I heard it that time. Jesus Christ, it did that right in my ear.
The moon, Lulu.
The girl with hearts on her tits.
Yeah, I heard it now.
Oh boy.
Alright, I like this quiz. You just woke up. What's the first thing you do? Go back to the sleep.
Yeah.
Oh man, like this morning. So I started my job 2 days ago. And this morning I woke up
No,
and
get up!
I saw it was like 8:30 and I was like, oh shit! I'm late! I'm really late! So yeah, that's my life now. It's very exciting.
Extremely. Did spend like 2 days there, so it would be like your brain's like, I've got to spend the next 3 days there now because you just started like right at the end.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I have to say, though, that this segment is pretty cool. Whee! Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Ah, that's better.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Let's try this again. It's basically just, can you jump to the carts at the right time? That's all this segment is.
And as you've proven, you cannot.
Walk right into that one.
Oh, I did it again! I like how it just pushes me into the sunset. Life is hard. Okie dokie. Will Anya ever beat this segment?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I'm glad that
How
my
long do we
friends
have?
have so
5
little
minutes.
faith in me.
5 minutes? Probably not.
No.
I'm sure she could, but 5 minutes is...
Not with this kind of time limit left.
I'm so glad my
See,
friends
now-
believe in me.
We're goading... well, what we're doing is we're goading you to want to prove us wrong.
Yes. It's
Yes.
It's reverse psychology.
That's exactly
now
what
that-
you guys are doing, huh?
yeah, but
Yeah.
now that we've actually acknowledged it, it's not gonna work anymore.
No, it's totally gonna work.
No, because it's reverse psychology.
Yeah, but don't acknowledge it further.
Oh my gosh.
I can keep adding reversals to this all day, Rap. You'll never know how many reversals it really is. Maybe it was just reverse. Maybe it's reverse. Maybe it's reverse psychology. You'll never know.
The only thing I want to reverse is my head away from this screen.
The only thing Ralph wants to reverse is his decision to appear on this episode.
Yes, exactly.
The feeling he got the second I brought up the pervert army.
Yes. No, it was even before that. When you, like, for half a second you wanted to imply that the girlfriend that we're saving is actually
What's
his
the
mom
mother?
in some sort of Oedipal,
Complex.
yes.
What, y'all don't want some good old Oedipus complex?
Absolutely not. Not
I-
if the character is called...
Little Ralph.
character's name is Ralph.
I actually really like this game. You can really tell that a lot of work and effort went into it. Oh my gosh.
As opposed to some other games that you've played on this stream.
Like, it's very nice looking. And the controls are really, like, good. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about this game. I think this is a good game.
So it's funny because a lot of these other quizzes keep giving me the Hermit, but reading the like card descriptions, I do think I'm more Moon. And I'm thinking part of that is when I look at all these other questions, the Moon is supposedly creativity, and none of these even touch that. They're like, how smart are you? What's your academic achievement? None of them are like, are you a good artist?
The ghetto. I know, right?
Yeah.
it's extremely. It's the best quiz to do.
Yeah, I think that, like, with the combined dissatisfaction of me and Barry, we can say that these tarot quizzes are bunk.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the best way to go about it is just to read what each tarot is meant to stand for and then just go based off of that, I guess. Oh, gosh! Will I ever get out of this stage?
As we all know,
No.
magicians are perverts. An internet quiz told us so, therefore it must be true.
Well, I
Listen,
mean, I
I'll
guess
let
it's
you
based
know.
off how a lot of the characters in Persona games who are magicians are kind of perverts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I checked and, like, what does the Magician Arcana get? The Magician Arcana gets 2 dude bros and a fucking cat.
Yeah, who's also a little bit of dude bro, but as a
pervert.
kid. But you end
I
up,
don't like the dude bro cat.
Wait, there's a cat?
yeah,
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Hell yeah!
Morgana. Though if you were to ask Morgana, he would say he's not a cat. One these days, I'll get there.
And the Moon Arcana is someone with hearts on her tits.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But
Okay,
Maya
okay.
is a good character. She's like she's the main character of Persona 2 Eternal Punishment and
Oh, okay,
also one of the people in your party in Persona 2 Innocent Sin.
Okay, when you said she has hearts on her tits, I had a very different image. A Google image search of her
she did.
character has, well, like, that's literally your description, not her dress has hearts there, but, like, she has hearts, so I'm like, okay, so they're like pasties. I like her
No, not at all. Why
I like
would
her
you think
design.
that?
because I was told by Anya and Lulo.
I keep jumping too far there and missing
I really
that
like
one.
her visual design.
Yeah, she's great.
She's
She's
cool.
actually a good character. She's actually probably one of the best characters in the franchise, in my opinion. I love her a lot.
Alright, I'm fine being Moon.
But she's the only main character to be Moon. In all the other Persona games, it hasn't been Moon. Moon has been like a NPC in most of the other games.
Side characters.
Yeah.
So, do personas give you special powers?
Yeah.
So what is her special power?
Well, basically the idea is when you have personas, what they do is it's a bit more complicated than just like you have one specific power. Usually your persona is able to do multiple different things, not just one thing. Like, it's hard to
you
explain.
have a secondary arcana too?
No. Well, unless you're a wild card, then you can have multiple personas.
Because it has secondary arcana. Like arcana which also generally have great affinity with the character, apart from the signature arcana.
Ouch.
So,
It
like, has a
starts
list
you
for
all
her
the
of
way
secondary.
here. This segment is stupid. Should I just spend the rest of the time taking that quiz?
Yes.
Heck yeah. Well, it was fun playing Ralph times. But
What?
Ah, yes, the classic game, Ralph Times!
I forgot the name of the game for a second. The
With
Adventures
the,
of Little Ralph.
with the protagonist's famous catchphrase, "It's Ralph time."
It's Ralph time. Where is it? I'm now okay. There it is. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. There we go.
Well, there's only 33 questions to go through.
Okay, let's see. I need to put the window up so we can all see what I'm looking at here. Google Chrome. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. Whoop. Okay. Are we ready? Time to see what kind of person I am. So, think carefully and with all honesty. Dang. Which among these could you consider as your worst trait right now? Shy, manipulative, strict, ignorant, loner, fearful, indecisive, competitive, lustful, arrogant. I guess I would say indecisive, maybe? What do you guys think? I actually wonder what you guys think is my worst trait.
Indecisive, so.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Indecisive. Which among these could you consider as your best trait right now? Reserved, initiative, leader, versatile, loving, brave, obedient, goal-oriented, fair and just, humble, faithful, understands life. I don't know.
That's because you're indecisive.
I am indecisive. What does everybody think?
Obedient.
What's my best? Not obedient. No.
Yeah, because you're not.
No.
I'm not going to answer that for you. Figure it out yourself.
I don't know what my
really
best
not
trait is. I mean, I'm not really reserved. I don't always take initiative when I think I should.
No, you don't.
Leader, that depends on the situation. Versatile, I don't think so. Loving, yeah, I guess. Brave, yeah. Obedient, definitely not. Goal-oriented. Fair and just. Humble. I don't know.
Oh my god, just pick one.
I don't know.
Some of these you just gotta pick one.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like a person is better, like, can't really see themselves very well. And so it's usually you need other people to tell you, hey, this is something you're good with.
The whole point of this stuff is to point and mirror yourself, be like,
Yeah.
I am thou, thou art I.
Yeah. That's true. Okay. I don't think I understand life. I'm not always faithful.
I don't think you understand anything.
Yeah. Not always humble. There are certain things that I can be like, oh yeah, I'm actually good at that. Fair and just. I don't think so. I would say it's between either leader, loving, or brave. And I just don't know which one. I guess I'll go with loving. Let's go. Which of the following aspects are you good at? Academics, sports, music, all of the above. Academics. Which of these achievements have you been aiming for lately? Personal achievements, public achievements, both. Id achievements. Things that just make me feel comfortable. What the heck does that mean?
Good question. I presumed that was like sleeping in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It would be like stuff that, like, it would probably be like, oh, eating certain things or like taking some rest. I guess I would say both. If you were given a special power right now, which would you prefer? Harness the strength of my friends. Instant powers. Healing, support, and knowledge. Summoning powers. Clairvoyance. Shapeshift. Godlike physical strength. Neutralize or nullify other powers. Time travel. Illusions. And phantasm. Invisibility.
In the blur, it looked like neutralize or nullify other powers. Looked like neutralize or nudity powers.
Great.
Of course, you'd say that.
I feel like healing, support, and knowledge maybe would be kind of cool.
Then pick it.
Which of the following parts of a movie do you find the most interesting?
Now you see what we were talking about.
Yeah. Climax. How much impact has falling in love made into your life? I haven't even...
Climax. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, for some of these, it's like, I'm single.
Yeah, it's like...
So none?
Oh no, it's asking like, how does the concept of falling in love? Because it's like little changes, I don't take love seriously, maybe.
But would you do anything for love?
Well, I think if I really
Would
loved
you
someone...
run right into hell and back?
I think if I really love someone, then I would be able to do whatever they needed me to do.
I think she won't do that, Barry.
You don't? Yeah, probably not.
Well, I guess several changes, because I'm not going to change myself for another person, but I would be willing to accommodate another person.
I mean, to be honestly, I don't even know, like, fully, like, what that's asking.
Which of the following best
Like,
describes...
to me, it wasn't asking, are you changing yourself? It's just like, if you someone, how do you think your life will be impacted?
I gladly
know, like...
accept them. At the moment, would you consider yourself a potential leader? I mean, I lead this podcast.
The immediate laughter from Ralph and Lulu.
It's true, though. You can't deny it. You can't deny it.
Best joke all night.
Whatever. I think I could.
You desperately try to lead this podcast, but we're a bunch of chaotic children
To what extent do
who
you
are naturally resistant to being led.
I mean,
Even
I could
Bjorn.
not
Even
laugh at
Bjorn.
that
Look
point.
at... Bjorn's like, sure. To what extent do you pursue your goals in life? I make it my top priority. I change my lifestyle so that everything I do takes me one step closer to my goal. I remind myself of my goals every once in a while. I have goals, and I believe that no matter what, fate will bring me closer to them one day. Relax. I would say this one. I actually do believe in fate and think that if something should happen, it will happen. But that's me. Strength. How do you interpret this word? I would say this one. career-wise, how sure are you at the career you chose in the past, have in mind now, or plan to take in the future? I am comfortable with it. There are times where I doubt myself, but I have made my decisions. Looking at oneself, regardless of what gender you were born with, what do you consider yourself right now? I was born female and I still consider myself female. What is your opinion about fairness? Everything should be fair no matter what the cost. If it's just a simple act, we could let it slip away. I sometimes tend to be unfair when it benefits me. Rules are meant to be broken anyway. I don't know what this question is asking. Like, in what context?
Yeah, that's like this quiz in a nutshell.
Like, what's the context of this question? Like, what has happened to make me consider... I mean, I guess when it comes to certain people, I would probably go on their side, even if an outsider would see it differently, I guess, maybe.
I kind of took it to like, Discord is being really, you have lived life for many, what is your opinion about fairness? I took that to be a sort of like justice question.
Yeah.
And so, like, to me, I said the second one because I think, I mean, like, it's so, like, poorly worded and all.
Yeah.
But by my interpretation, that was the answer for context matters.
Yeah. How happy are you right now?
In this moment, being BM'd by your co-host.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I hate my life.
I would say I am not contented with my life, for there are many things that I still want to achieve. How do you face your inner problems? This is a difficult question, too, because it depends on how deep the problem. I guess I do consult people, typically. Yeah. How do you balance your life? There's so many questions in this quiz, and I'm taking 5 million years to answer them.
We're
Yep, you
about
are.
halfway.
Well, I mean, we did too.
I guess the first one? Who do you want to be with right now the most?
With us.
There's only one choice there, Anya.
Yeah, friends. How do you most likely solve a relationship conflict? I give way to the other persons. I insist on what I think is right. I consider all possible factors first before I do anything. I let time heal. How have I never really have conflicts with people. That's the problem. I usually give way to the other person, I think. Like, I usually just say, like, sorry, you were right, I was wrong.
I know, and extremely frustrating.
Yeah. Life is full of hardships. Beggars have become a symbol of poverty. Which of the following responses would you probably do when you see a beggar? This is such a weird question. I give them... I like how the quiz person refers to them as alms. Like, just say money.
Overthrow them.
Alms, yes. Alms for the poor.
Think of a person you know who has made a big mistake lately. If you were to relive that day when she did that mistake, which of the following would you most likely do? This depends on the mistake, though. I guess I would try and stop them. Who among these do you prioritize the most in your life?
So, if you could go back in time to my first time on the podcast, you would warn me, no, Barry, no, you don't want Seaman.
I did try and warn you. I warned you like 5 million
Oh my
times.
god, you went back in time!
Yeah, I have time travel capabilities. I guess I prioritize. I don't know why I couldn't say it. I don't have a special someone.
Sometimes you native English speakers are extremely embarrassing.
I know, it's pretty bad. I guess family and friends.
It's American English, not real English.
In your life, what kind of people have you often talked to and felt that you have grown or have learned a lot?
Lulu, I've heard you trip over your words so many times.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Oh.
Not kids. Guess that. Look into yourself. In terms of maturity, how does the people around see you? What do you guys think?
A baby.
A baby? So the kid?
A baba?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, kid.
If you were in a situation where two of your dearest friends are caught up in a mess and are about to be punished, which would you most likely do?
Oh, it's funny because I really saw more teen.
No, total baba.
I mean, to be fair, teens are babas to me, so...
Yeah, true. Anya?
You're half my age.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm imagining if two of my close friends are in a really bad situation and I am there and can actually do something about it. I guess I would do this one. How did you live your life until now after experiencing harsh situations?
Yes, Anya, after playing all of these platformers, it's always hard to do.
After being bullied by your co-host.
I'm actually
Are
kind
you
of
one day waiting to get
I'm
revenge
actually
on
a pretty vengeful person, but not in the sense of actually doing. And this is not about this. I would say I will never
fear
forget.
the day I start.
No, I will never forget what they did, but I won't do anything about it. Do you find yourself saying things on others that would have been best lectured onto you by another person? I guess.
Have you ever given advice that you probably should have received here?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember.
And I'm like, yeah.
Which of the following best describes how you socialize in these kinds of events? I would say fairly. Yeah. People care about you. Which of the following best describes how do you most likely respond to someone who has done something for you? It's either one or two, depending on if I can do something for the other person. I guess I say thanks. What is your opinion of cultural differences? I accept it fully. I'm not confident about some of my answers.
Some of the questions were bullshit, so
Yeah.
like confidence in the answers is hard to come by.
Which best describes how you see and respond to events in your life? My miseries are caused by those who want to bring me down. Life is all about survival of the fittest. Everything happens for a reason. I take full responsibility of my actions. Everything that happens is an equal and fair reaction. I think destiny. Which of the following is the closest onto how you could describe your understanding of your own self right now? I am more confused right now than I was before I took this assessment. Too real. The Empress. The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Celebrate life's grandeur, its brilliance, its magnificence. The Empress represents motherly prosperity, creativity, sexuality, abundance, fertility, and comfort, which most often observed in maintaining peace. Often belongs to people of authority or wise and motherly figures.
Ha!
I don't think this is me.
You know, that's Lulu's Arcana.
Yeah, that's Lulu. Lulu, you're the Empress.
Well,
The next one is the Lovers. That's the other one I could have gotten. That's the next one on the list. So let's see what the Lovers is. The Lovers represents two past lives could lead to, and thus a symbol of standing at a crossroad and needing to make a decision. It is also portrayed as a symbol of love and romantic relationships, although it can also be a symbol of finding agreement with an ordinary friend or even two conflicting elements within. You are popular, and there's an emphasis on social interaction. Am I popular? I don't know.
I'd say so.
I mean, there is the conflict, like not being indecisive, which apparently is the big thing of the Lovers. Wait, let me check the moon, because that's what that other post gave me. That other quiz. I almost said quos.
Well, Spaghetto, at least I wasn't diagnosed that by the quiz itself. Like, well.
The Moon Arcana is associated with creativity, inspirations, dreams, madness, illusions, fear, fantasy, the subconscious, and trickery. You are sometimes being attuned subconsciously to the world around, gaining the ability to sense things without being told about them or without anyone else knowing. You are often psychically attuned, and your projection of your own fears and faults onto others is becoming a habit. You often tend to have trouble accepting yourself for who you are, and because of that fear, you try to correspond to an ideal person. Maybe? I don't know. There's also this thing that you can do where it's like, what's your birth arcana card? And my birth arcana card is the Lovers. Because the Lovers is the birth arcana card for, I think, my birth date.
I think mine was coincidentally either Magician or Wheel of Fortune, but I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, because you do have two. You have two cards. Mine was the Lovers and the Devil, I think, is my other card. Let's check out the Devil.
993. Calculate. You even get 3 birth cards. I got the Sun, Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician. That's fun.
Wait, birth cards.
Yeah.
Where was
I'll-
that listed?
I'll copy it in chat. Whoop.
Oh, is this another quiz?
No, you just put in your birth dates and then you'll get the cards.
Friggin' No, stop it. Alright, now, the tarot. Birth, month.
I got the moon and the hermit.
The star and strength.
Oh yeah, this is the one I took, and I got. I'm pretty sure I got the Lovers and Devil.
Aw, I want the lovers and devil. The devil
Yeah.
lovers.
Yeah, here, the Devil and the Lovers is what I got. Where does it say?
Quick scroll away. There's naked people on there.
No, they can't see it. I don't have this on the
Oh, okay.
screen.
That's
So-
Yes, you do.
I got Devil and Lovers.
That's totally up on the stream.
No, it's not. Oh, it is.
It was.
Yeah,
So
I am
weird.
looking at the. I should
Self-
know it's up.
Self-determined versus relationship-oriented. Self-expressive versus cooperative, creative effort. Self-important versus what's best for one's partner. Some things are better than others versus it's all good. The Lovers and the Devil are two images that alternate in a mirror, and each has two faces. Look once and you may like what you see. Look again and you may be dismayed. Whatever image looks back at you takes both faces to make you whole. One's image seeks the bliss of coming together, while the other enjoys the pleasures of solitary achievement. One enjoys what it has, while the other knows what it wants. The Devil gives each member of every pair its freedom, but links each to the other by need and desire. Pairs are separated, blah, 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 blah. I have no idea what any of this means. I guess it kind of goes into me being like, I have no idea about myself. Very indecisive person. I guess I really am the Lover's card. Because I'm definitely not the Fool. Not the Sun either. Definitely not.
The fool.
the gun.
The gun.
The gun.
Heck yeah, that's my Arcana. Like, you're about to summon your persona and you just shoot it.
Behold my persona, demon. Gun. Bam bam. Ah,
That would actually be
didn't see
great.
that one coming, huh?
You didn't see that one coming. Oh, wait,
Got
Barry
him.
wouldn't get it. Never mind.
Damn it.
Poor Autumn will never see it coming.
We'll never see it coming.
Well, maybe if you take the blindfold off, Lulu,
What would be the fun in that?
I could see anything coming.
I wonder why I have 3 birth cards. Well, the rest of you all got 2.
You're just special.
Am I special? I'm
Heck yeah.
special!
So from the thing you put up, my birth cards were like, you have perfect balance of powers, bitch. And I was like, okay, I guess.
I'm not a hermit.
Yeah, I got Hermit too, so I think it's just like a November thing.
Well, I didn't get hermit. I'm just looking through the different like
Okay.
cards. I got lovers and the devil for the calculation. But for the answer I got Empress, which I think is you, Lulu.
Yeah, I got Hermit.
The Judgment Arcana in Tarot is associated with realizing one's calling, gaining a deep understanding of life, and a feeling of acceptance and absolution.
There's actually only 12 possible combinations of birth cards. That's actually kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Now I don't feel as special anymore.
The Fool,
Nah.
the Lovers, the Moon, the Emperor.
But you still got 3 rather than 2, so...
Yep.
That way.
I've got that star strength.
That's true.
Power!
That is true.
I'm not the Hierophant.
Oh wait, and you have Sunwheel Magician.
Yeah, I have Sunwheel Magician.
Further confirming that you're a perv.
I guess I would be either...
Oh wow, Ralph just disconnected from the call?
Wait, what?
No,
No.
I'm here.
It was a joke. You could have played along.
I think I would be
That
either the
No,
Moon,
wouldn't do that.
the Lovers, or the Judgment. But I can't figure out which one.
I closed that one down, so. But I feel like, although I don't know, when I like went to read the profile, I'm like, I sound optimistic. What?
I guess... I guess I would be the Moon too, maybe. The Moon or the Lovers.
But the moon was the one they kept saying, like, this is like the introspective creative sign. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well.
Well, because I didn't think Lovers because it's like their emphasis on social interaction. I can be pretty introverted.
Yeah, no, like the lovers made like I am way too antisocial for that.
Yeah.
I have a smallish group of friends once we get outside of that. Like I'm getting better at Twitch, but for the most part. And like if it wasn't Twitch or Discord and it was just face to face, I would just be silent. Look at these nerds talking tarot for like 20 minutes now. Who started this, by the way?
I don't remember who started this.
We were talking about Persona.
Yeah, I think Anya was at some point was like, what are
Oh yeah, it
your
was me.
comments
It was
to-
me.
To, you know, a chat where 50% hasn't committed to Persona. Yes, it was you, Anya. You did it.
Yeah, it was me.
Surprise, surprise.
Using
It
her
was you.
leadership quality.
All along.
See, she is a leader.
Yeah. Anya the leader. Maybe I am the fool.
Yes.
I mean, the
in a
title
different
does
context.
fit me. The title does fit me. We can't deny that. I would be the main character, dang. But yeah, I think
I don't know
it's
about that.
probably between the Fool, the Moon, or the Lovers. But the Moon... I don't think
I
I'm
love how
psychic.
You keep changing it. You keep changing the 3 things you're stuck between.
Because she's indecisive.
Yeah, I'm a very indecisive
Like-
person, which is a lover's trait, apparently, because it says the lovers represents 2 paths life could lead to, and thus a symbol of standing at a crossroads. But, I mean, the Fool matches who I am just as, like... I have been told that I tend to be good at most things that I try, and I just pick what I like the best. I don't know. Oh well, we'll never know. Would you guys want me as your leader in a Persona game?
I think that says it all.
I don't know enough about Persona to make that kind of.
Aya, you know I love you, but I don't think my devotion to you is quite in the level of walk with you into death and damnation sort of thing.
I think Ralph would be his own leader.
Ralph would be his own leader and stay at home and not bother with the whole world-destroying threat thing.
Although, to be fair, I don't think any of us would really be up to dealing with world-destroying threats.
Yeah. Well, but I guess it's never the case, right? Like, when you... The thing about the start of Persona games, it's always so interesting, because it's like, basically these characters are just kind of thrown into it, and are like, what the frick is going on?
Oh yeah, that's definitely how Persona 3 starts.
Yeah, that's how each Persona game starts, is like, stuff starts happening, and everyone's like, oh, it's going on! That kind of thing.
I mentioned Persona 3 because the game doesn't start that way. I mean, maybe for the protagonist, but everyone else is already knee-deep in the bullshit.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Which is the one where they're all locked in this weird dimension, like, transcending game based around numbers and locks represented by those numbers?
Numbers and locks.
Isn't that just
Like-
08999?
Yeah, Ralph got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha, babe.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm the fool then. We've been you.
We could have told you that like 20 minutes ago.
We
Oh
did.
boy. We did. Oh boy. Anyways. It's already been over a half hour since we would normally end the stream.
Because we've been talking about tarot bullshit.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yay.
You know, I
Windfall.
want to do a bullshit tarot reading using Cards Against Humanity card.
That would be incredible.
Okay, so here, firing a gun while balls deep in a hog represents your, perverted nature, but we see here it is under an inverted crying in cuisine while watching Oprah.
Let us see what your destiny card has to say. Ah, the bees in reverse.
Oh boy. Anyways.
Just make that shit up as you go along. It's not going to be much less it's not going to be much less accurate than a real tarot reading.
Anyways, we should see who to raid. Wait, first before we do that, what are our thoughts on Little Ralph?
All right, we played a game today.
Yeah. I
Little
remember that.
Little Ralph looked legit cool, but I don't speak Japanese, and I actually, like, for the intro scroll, I was kind of like, yeah, if you speak Japanese, you can read that by the time it's done. For any of the dialogue, it was just like the second it reached the final tick, it blinked back off. It was like, you
Yeah.
have to be, like, staring at that to catch it.
You would have to be like not a child playing it. You would have to be a person that can actually read.
But, like, I'm saying, like, even if you were a person who actually reads, if you, like, glance away from what they're saying for a second, you can't up.
I think I'm not sure if that was like maybe only the intro, and then afterwards Anya was just pressing a button to make the next message appear.
I got the impression she wasn't.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't
Yeah, I don't
pressing
think
the
she was.
button.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just moving. If I press the button, it goes even faster than that.
Wait, actually, maybe there was
Although-
a text speed option.
Actually, what might, it just hits me, what is often the case with a lot of things like that, it might be tied to frame rate.
Oh, it might be
And if
because
the
since
emulator-
I'm emulating it, and since it's like
Yeah.
higher quality, maybe everything's moving faster than it normally would.
Or at least the text is, if
Yeah.
nothing else. Because, like, it seems like if that was the case and everything was faster, that would have been playable.
Yeah.
Like, the enemies weren't moving that fast.
I also
don't know.
I
don't know.
what was that, Ralph?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm not sure about that. Like the tied to frame rate thing, I don't think I've ever seen issues like that pop up before with emulators. They usually cap the frame rate at what is possible for the console to run, but like I said, I don't know.
Yeah, the video I'm watching of it right now, like the text does seem slightly slower.
Oh, huh.
That's kind of interesting. But yeah, I actually enjoyed that game. I like the fact that, I mean, first of all, just the artistic design of it is really good. I love the graphics. I love just how it looks. It looks really good. The controls were very easy to use, which is like, I've learned is a very big thing. In all my time of doing this podcast, I've learned how important it is to have good controls, and this game definitely has good controls. And I also
Better than
like
having
how
a frame rate.
forgiving this game is. Like the fact that when you continue, it doesn't put you like 5 million years into the past. But yeah. So I would say I think this thing.
Going into the cutscenes is as fast as we had it. So yeah, I think it's just how it is.
Yeah. Makes sense. What are your thoughts on this game, Lulu?
I'm disappointed that it wasn't as hard as it was supposed to be.
Lulu, that's
Are
mean.
you sure it wasn't as hard as it's supposed to be, and not that we have been subjecting Anya to enough super platforms? She's starting to get good.
Anya leveled up.
No.
Let's go back and play Actraiser again. Come on, you can do it this time.
Oh boy. But
Come on,
yeah.
in a year you'll be ready to take on I Want to Be the Guy.
Heck yeah. Well, anyways.
That is not the correct response to that game.
But yeah, maybe one day I will play I Want to Be the Guy. You never know. Maybe I'll beat it. Maybe I'll have leveled up.
I'm not saying you won't. I'm just saying that even if you can, joy is not the correct response to the prospect of playing that game.
You know, fair. That is very fair. But
Well then,
anyways,
Ralph, what about you two?
Say again?
yeah,
What
what
about you
is
two?
your
What did you
guys'
think about
thoughts?
the game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was saying that I thought it looked pretty cool. It looked fun, but like the cutscenes were a bit of a disappointment. Like I wanted to I was hoping we could do like a little fan dub thing, but text in the chat just scrolled by so fast. It was like,
Yeah.
well, we can't actually make shit up.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
What about you, Ralph?
Well, right now I'm taking a look at the video all the way at the end of the game, like the final fight. Now it's kind of a shame we didn't get to see that because that actually looks kind of neato.
How long
yeah,
is
the
this
game
game?
looks- If you do it perfectly, you can beat it in an hour.
Oh.
It only has eight worlds, so to say.
Oh. Maybe
You
we
made
were
it to
getting
world 4.
close then?
No, we made it halfway, Anya.
To me, that's pretty close.
But
Alright.
the thing that was supposed to happen, like during the fourth boss, is that little Ralph can change between adult form and it turns into a Street Fighter 2 kind of fighting game.
So the any percentage true ending record, Ralph, is held by a Taiwanese player whose handle is Da Wei Lo, and who completed it in 35 minutes 8 seconds a year ago on PSTV.
Very nice.
I still,
And
like, I was expecting to be able to turn into our adult self at some point, but I was not expecting the change in genre for that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It seems weird to have, like, a first half of the game be one thing and then the second half be another.
Well, no, it would just have been at those bosses.
Oh, okay.
It would have still been platforming stuff, but just
I see.
to your adult self at that point.
Makes sense. Well, anyways.
I'm guessing some story point that causes it to happen.
Yeah, maybe like, oh, here's something that can allow you to change into your adult form for a short period of time. Kind of like the short cures that Conan can have in Detective Conan.
It would have been interesting if they had. It might have been interesting if they had ghouls and ghosts and had that be your health. So when you're at full health, you're your adult form, and when you get injured, you turn into a kid.
Yeah. But
That would have been too much like Mario.
Yeah.
True.
And a lot of other games too. I feel like a lot of games have done that mechanic. I actually kind of like it the way it is. To be honest, I don't really have anything bad to say about this game. It was a good game. For once. On this podcast.
So what you're saying is I should try extra hard next week.
Yes.
oh god.
Actually,
Yes.
I've already picked 2 games, so
Heck yeah.
there is no trying hard. I've already picked them, and they might bring pain, they might not. I don't know. They're not platformers for a change. So there's that to look forward to.
But my next one will be, so
The curse. The curse is real. Well, anyways, we should probably end here. I need to eat something. I'm starving.
yes, and it's extremely late for Ralph.
Yeah, it's extremely late for Ralph. I'm so sorry.
God, and Lulu, we went till 8 o'clock Eastern,
Yeah.
U.S.
Insanity. Well, anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank all of you. Thank you, Bjorn, for the host. I really appreciate it. And yeah, this has been
Thank you all for indulging our tarot bullshit.
This has been episode 14 of the 3 Nerds and One Forgotten Game podcast. And as usual, we are with the peeps, me, Anya the Nerd, and
Princess Lulu 1989.
The spookiest berry.
And guesting today was Bigger Ralph.
Bigger
Or
Ralph.
Ralphrius.
So this might be episode 14 of 3 Nerds and One Forgotten Game, but it was also episode 3 of 3 Nerds and Ralph.
Yeah, that is true.
I think this is the 3rd time you've been on.
I think so too. Maybe. The
Or
fourth?
no, I
don't
think this is the
remember. They all
4th
blur
time.
together.
I think this is the
No.
4th time. Yeah.
The fourth time for 4 nerds.
Yee. A celebration.
It's a celebration.
Bajorn.
Celebrate good times.
Bajorn saying, I always wonder why I watch this.
Same.
I always feel the same one. Sorry.
You know, I am forever mystified by why people enjoy our banter, but
Bullshit.
apparently y'all do. So, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
At least we all have fun. That's the important part.
Except when we don't. like that time we played Bubsy 3.
Yeah, too real. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys all for watching. I think we should raid Yosoi, because Yosoi is live, and it's been a while since I raided him, so I think we'll go ahead and do that. Thank you, Azure, for putting all the commands in chat. I love you with all my heart. I love ya. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's that. I love all y'all. Every single one of you. You're all precious beings. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I'm thinking about doing Mega Man Battle Network 2. Dose.
You are definitely the lovers.
Wait, really?
Well, just listen to you. You love everybody.
You know, you may have a point.
One arcana sorted.
Heck yeah.
3 to go.
3 to go. We gotta figure out what our team is gonna be when we gotta go and fight God and save the world. It's very important stuff right now.
Which arcana gives shapeshifting?
I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, anyways, goodbye everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
There we go.